finding somebody to help manage your career and little shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, there's a lot of scam artists.
It's literally like trying to fall in love, bro. Want to find a decent team that's actually fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? Go find love of your dreams.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome. We are back. Ruse Radio, episode 40, with a very special guest. Could you introduce yourself, my friend?
What's good with it? It's your boy Kane Da Gr8.
And Kane Da Gr8, how would you, for somebody who's never heard your music before, never heard of anything that you're doing, how would you describe yourself to them?
I'm just a smooth dude. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Yeah?
That's my thing, man. I'm a smooth dude, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really necessarily like the violent type. I'm a cool guy, you know what I'm saying? My thing is women in a good time. That's literally my thing.
Yeah?
You know, that and weed. That and, good weed. Always good weed.
Women, Weed, and Weather. That's that one song.
That is a song.
Kind of like that. Kind of like that.
And I love that song. You know, shout out to Kendrick.
Yeah. Well, you were telling me earlier that you aren't, like, where it comes to all that Flint sound, you like that sound, but that's not really what you are. You would say that you're more of a lyrical type of, like, conceptual type rapper.
I definitely love the Flint sound. This is not what I do. Yeah, but me personally, you know, I prefer to, like, use metaphors and shit like that, stuff that might go over your head once or twice. That's just my lane, what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah. And when it comes to writing music, then, what's your approach generally? Is it? Are you thinking of the melody first, or are you coming up with like a bunch of one-liners and kind of stringing those together?
I ain't gonna tell you the truth. I done had times, bro, where I'm at work or I'm walking my dogs, and then like I done had a whole chorus come to me. Not listening to music, not listening to a beat or nothing. Had a whole chorus, and I gotta stop everything I'm doing, grab my phone, I will write it down immediately, or I forget, and then I'm gonna kill myself later on. Oh my God, that was so hard. And then go back to the crib, and then I'm either on YouTube looking for a beat or whatever that matches what's going on in my head, or I book a session, link up with one of my producers, either Bam, my boy Juice. Shout out, by the way. If you ain't got a beat from Bam, you're on Trap Enough, and it's a fact. And if you don't got a beat
where
from
can
Juice,
people find those guys while you shout them out?
Instagram is, I know Bam's Instagram is Bam on the beat or whatnot. Can't record Juice's right now, but it's Juice Beats on Facebook.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can definitely.
Is that his like producer tag and all that?
Yup.
Cool.
Juice nigga. But yeah, man.
But those are your main producers, pretty much.
Yeah, right now, I'm working on some shit with my boy GS The Dream. He getting his feet wet with making beats too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, by the way. I'm working on a whole song with him. Well, he's producing this song I got going on with him. I'm finna step into a different lane that I don't normally do or whatnot. But besides that, yeah, definitely, you know what I'm saying, I go to Bam, I go to Juice. I got a couple people out of town I fuck with. My boy from Las Vegas, Armani Beats or whatnot. He fire, bro. He is fire, bro. So I definitely, you know, like I said, I be needing a different sound for my type of shit that I be kicking and whatnot.
Well, that's interesting too, because like I've seen different approaches with that type of stuff from different rappers. Like you never really know. Like, I feel like I need to do something like that, where you find a specific group of people, specific sounds that you like, producers that you like, that mesh with what you're doing, and you go with those guys. Those are your guys. Right. I feel like that's the way to do it.
I agree.
Yeah, and that's like, other people don't really have a specific, like, it's kind of something you'll see from lower, I think it's a more professional thing to do, is the thing I just described. Whereas you'll see other people who are kind of just picking from random places.
Yeah, whoever got the best deal.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying?
But that should be the beginning. You should find those people through that.
And once you do, you know what I'm saying, build a rapport, you know what I'm saying? Because they start to know what you like, you know what I'm saying, and what'll be good on you. They can even, like, Bam and Juice both done hit me up before, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I hear you on this beat, bro, what you think, you know what I'm saying, and just sent it to me off the love because I do business with them, you know what I'm saying, and so that's why, like, man, I'm at Cedar Point, and I'm dealing with this beat. I'm like, I like this motherfucker, I'm finna do some shit. Damn, can I cuss on here? I just thought about that.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Right, cool.
I'm surprised I haven't yet. if you're asking.
I'm at Cedar Point. I'm at Hollow Weekend or whatnot, and I got this beat going in my head or whatever, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, dang, this is lit. I tried to link up with the dude that actually made the beat, and I was just gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about your price. I believe you know what you worth, so you know what I'm saying. Charge that shit, and I'm gonna pay it. You know what I'm saying? But when I went to look for the dude, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't get in contact with him or whatever. So I shot the beat to Juice. I'm like, bro, remake this beat. He like, all right, I'm at work. Give me a minute. I got you. Got to working on it or whatever. Bro shot me the stuff back, I want to say the next day or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Paid him up front, you know what I'm saying? So, like, whatever, you know, you ask, I'm going to definitely pay it and all that jazz. But yeah, definitely, like, if you ain't tapped in with my dogs, tap in with my dogs. They got the sauce for you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can whip up whatever. Definitely.
Okay. And they also, I guess if that's the case, then I should ask too. If you have these guys, is that a regular thing where you're going to them and you're like, hey, I got this idea for this song, and you're just describing the vibe of it? Like, since you got somebody that will make a beat for you rather than you're just drawing from people's like beat libraries. Are you regularly like describing a vibe to them and they're making you something, or is that just kind of a special occasion?
A little bit of both, because Bam produced my whole first tape. The whole tape.
How long ago was that?
Where I dropped Dare to Be Great, was that last year?
Oh, okay, so recently.
Yeah, I believe I dropped that last year or whatnot, and I did 20,000 streams on that motherfucker. I'm proud of that myself. And yeah, like that. I brought an idea to Bam pretty much, and he was like, he fucks with it, and we just start orchestrating off there. You know what I'm saying? So he'll like have 3 different beats, and he'll be like, tell me what you can see when you hear these. You know what I'm saying? And then I go from there, and that's how the whole tape got made.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't checked it out, by the way, Dare to Be Great. It's on all streaming platforms and all that jazz. Go check it out.
20,000 streams. That is not bad.
And look, I can only imagine how better it would have went if I had a better team behind myself, because that's what we was talking about earlier about, you know what I'm saying, having to do everything yourself versus, having the guy for this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying. And I bumped my head so many times when it comes to promotion. Like,
yeah,
people that do promotion, man, like I commend y'all, man, like the ones that do it good and legit way.
I feel like their brains work differently than our brains, man.
Yeah, like if that's your passion for it, you gonna definitely look at it differently. Me, myself, it's just hit or miss, and sometimes I hit, you feel me?
Yeah, like sometimes, dude, sometimes I think I'm good at marketing, I think I'm good at that kind of thing, and then I'll see somebody who, like, really is.
Right.
Because, I think social media has changed the whole landscape when it comes to marketing. Now it's not, like, maybe back in the day it was much simpler. Now it's like, you gotta be on top of your, like, social media presence. I feel like that's one of the most important marketing things. Definitely. And, like, when it's just you, that is not easy. So anybody like local that does that well,
like, regular shit to deal with versus having to deal with image and blah 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 and how to Man, my cousin was telling me, like, there's times where you should post because that's when the most people are on set ups. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, see, that's too much for me to be thinking about, bro. I'll be busy sometimes. I ain't finna I got 7 o'clock. I need to make a post. No, I ain't got time for that, bro.
Well, you know what though, dude? I agree with you, but at the same time, if I see like a rapper post something like a music promo at like 3 a.m, I'm like, damn, bro.
You
just because I know, mofo, you should have posted that at like noon the next day, bro. Like, but it's like, I know that because I'm halfway in. Right. I kind of know how to think this way, but not really. Yeah. Whereas, like, a rapper, just only rapping, not worrying about any of that, they post the shit at 3 a.m. They don't care, dude. So it's like, it's why you need a business manager or something like, oh, I'll send you 8 posts and you just post these at these times and I'll pay you to do it. Like, that's why you need that guy, because if you're really not trying to focus on all that, then don't focus on all that. But it is like a factor. That's what sucks about it. You can't get around it. It matters.
You can't. It's definitely a piece of the pie. And if you skip over, you definitely gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you like, one in a million motherfuckers, or you go viral and stuff, then that's different. But we ain't talking.
But even then, that's like that happens. But usually that happens with the. It's not the dude who just posts one thing. It's the dude who posts.
Right, exactly. It ain't like how it used to be, where something stupid can happen, and then everybody like, oh my God, have you seen this? Have you seen this? No, it's definitely those people that's been building up something for a minute, and then one of those videos finally pop off because the right person seen it, or however it went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel you. I agree, definitely. 100%.
It's not as one in a million. I think is it like it is, but it's not, because like you'll see it every now and then, but a lot of people are like working at that social media presence. Man.
What's the two cats?
That's island boy. The best recent example. I'm an island boy. I've been trying to get it down.
To make it.
Well, the way they sing it, like I must say, of all the things I've heard about these guys, I haven't heard very many people commend their ability to at least they're speaking like almost half English, and you know that they're like regular white dudes, like they don't have that accent, so they're throwing their voices out there.
They said they're from Cuba.
Okay.
That's what they say. I mean, I've never looked into anything.
I haven't looked into the lore of it at all. I've heard a lot of people tell me things about these guys.
I have no idea what their names are.
I've told myself I'm not gonna watch an interview. I'm not gonna spend the time.
Don't get me wrong. If I happen to see something on my timeline and it's funny, I'm gonna check it out. Haha. But I don't be like I said, I don't know none of their socials. I don't know their names.
I've heard the song quite a few times.
Yeah,
though.
I'm.
Well, they came from Cuba.
And I'm just trying to make it, and then I don't really know nothing else that they say.
They say, "Do you want to be famous?"
They said that.
Well, he says something. That's actually one of the lyrics. He says, "They say, do you want to be famous?" I say, "I just want to be one with the greatest." It's a great song.
Hilarious, man.
I mean, to me. No. I can understand. I feel like they are the perfect thing to go viral. Like it's a 2021 thing.
Definitely.
They're really a good example of the time.
That's why I tell people. I tell people all the time,
I had cat fur on me too.
Yeah, definitely.
Thought it was just me.
I was like, yo, where did this come from?
I'm trying to keep her out of this Ruse studio. But, I swear to God, that cat.
I always tell people, if you have a crazy idea, film yourself doing it and just post it, because you never know what's gonna happen, bro. I promise you, and one of my best examples is JJ Icefish.
I think it's Ice. Is it Ice JJ Fish or is it JJ Icefish?
One of the two. We know.
I know who you're talking about. It's a classic, bro.
He literally blew up for singing horribly.
Yeah.
Not being talented. You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, he's particularly horrible.
Exactly.
He's horrible in his own way.
That's literally how he was able, and he pushed it. He didn't stop or try to make himself better. He was like, no, this is what we're doing, and he kept doing it. He did not stop. And
he saw those comments, but he just kept going.
You think he cared? No, I'm gonna keep doing. Was that monitor supposed to cut off?
Oh, it does every now and then. Cool, I always forget to move the mouse over here so I can do the little click button. But that's what he was really pushing his own thing. And he knew he was doing his own thing.
And then, I ain't gonna lie, man. I got so annoyed because what's her name? K Michelle. He sit down somewhere with K Michelle and she singing with him and stuff. And he singing and she's like, oh my God, your voice is so amazing. I'm like, that's pissing me off because I know y'all trolling. Oh my God. And it's that's work ethic, bro. That's real deal work ethic, man. I'm like, man, that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit, man. Oh man, it's one of those situations. I can't hate on nobody, man. I can't hate on nobody hustle, man. So it's a part of me having to beat the other part of me up. Nope, deal with it, bro. Because a small part of me want to go, man, that's bullshit. But the bigger part of me man, that's how shit be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get on your shit. You feel me? And
it would suck to get famous for not being good at what you're doing, man.
That happens so much, bro. That happens so much.
Or a lot of memes people you'll see get famous.
like the stuff that you passionate about, you pouring your heart into it. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's fucking with it, and then you do something retarded or ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like if you, and I was just talking to my girl about this. You know what I'm saying? How all publicity is good publicity if you know how to work it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can let it ruin you.
Hey, a politician would say the same thing.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Look at Doja Cat. Like, look at Doja Cat.
Hey, Doja Cat's one of my favorites.
You feel me?
When it comes
blew
to
off saying, "Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow."
Well, I think that
shout out, by the way.
Not only that, but like, have you seen like just like when she goes live, the type of shit she'll do? She's really like,
oh yeah, like I said, that's knowing how to swing. Because after she got that. All right, now the world is looking at me. What do you do now that you got the world's attention?
But she's like,
and she definitely knew what she was doing. That's how you do it. You got to work that weird publicity, you know what I'm saying, and push forward. Like Young Thug, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Never thought Young Thug would survive. Never thought he would survive at all. Look at him now. Amazing. Shout out, by the way. Never thought that man would ever be what he is today. You know what I'm saying? He came out wearing dresses, doing what the fuck he wanted to do. He came out like that. He came out in dresses, skirts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and kept going, did not stop. You know, I mean, I ain't seen him wear dresses in the last few years. He did eventually stop doing that.
I wonder what DaBaby thought of that.
You know, tell him the baby was, you know what I'm saying, young as hell, you know what I'm saying, catching cases at the time. Shit, ain't no telling.
I want somebody to ask DaBaby about how he feels about rappers wearing dresses. I want that to be the next DaBaby story. Because you know DaBaby's gonna say something.
Oh yeah.
That's why I say it. That's why I say it. But anyway, Young Thug was out there wearing dresses?
You know
I didn't know
this.
I didn't know that.
Some crazy.
Is that like Corey Taylor? Like he was wearing a dress on stage? Like straight up like a woman's dress we're talking?
Yes.
Wow.
Like that was it. That's when
honestly, I feel like as a stage thing, if you're willing to do that, you're like a true performer. Like that's almost a statement.
You definitely,
that's why they're doing
it. You definitely gotta have like some type of.
You have a sense of
stones because. Like in reality,
bro, you're putting yourself aside.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
what's finna come out of this.
Yeah.
You know what's finna come out of this.
Yeah.
And once you take that step, how do you deal with this dance? Because it's finna go the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? So like. To an extent, like, I commend anybody that could jump in that lane and then make it work for them.
I couldn't.
Definitely I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But I commend.
I ain't brave enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bravery ain't got shit to do with it. I could do it, but just wouldn't know how to make it work for myself.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it ain't for me.
I can't swing this to make people think it's okay. Nah, I couldn't. It's out of my, you know what I'm saying? I know my limitations as a man. I know my limitations. I ain't finna, like, you know what? Cool. You go do your
But
thing,
you can see that you can see what he was doing with it.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, once you get that, all right, we looking at you. Entertain us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? Rather, you are entertaining them with the stuff you're passionate about or something that, you're just being, accidental on. You know what I'm saying? Work it. Figure it out. There's a way to connect it to what you're good at, and then you go.
Yeah.
That's definitely
and I think that all stemmed from that thing you said, too, about, like, if you have an idea, just film it and post it. Yeah. And I agree with that 100%, too. Yeah. It's like, I think a lot of people will hesitate. I mean, I think everybody experiences it in a way where you'll have this idea and you'll be like, nah.
Ain't nobody gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I kid you not, bro. I want to say about 15 years ago, I had an opportunity to invest in Bitcoin. I had a real deal opportunity to invest in Bitcoin before it was anything.
Yeah. Well, that was back when it was in like the double digits.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like fucking with that shit. Leave me alone. And then I went on about my business. You know what I'm saying? And
when you say legitimate opportunity, what do you mean by that? Like somebody approached you?
Yeah. I got approaches to people or whatever, and it was a conversation that me and a few people that I'm cool with. Well, I'm still cool with some of those folks, but a few people that I was in my immediate circumference or whatnot. We had some real deal conversations, and we talked. We tabled it for about a week. Yeah. And then we is you trying to make this leap? And I was like, nah, fucked all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody else kind of was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, this dude sounds stupid. And then,
is this some kind of pyramid scheme?
That's
what I would be thinking, man.
Literal words.
Well, we're talking 15 years ago.
Literal words that was me said.
I know.
When we tabled this. Like, literally, man, this ain't nothing but some bullshit, bro. You know that, right? Like, you talking about us, you know what I'm saying, bro, putting it at the time frame, you know what I'm saying? At the time frame shit. Like,
How much money were you guys talking about?
We was going to try to bring in, like, collectively, like, 500 apiece.
Oh.
I know.
15 years ago, that's a lot of money for Bitcoin.
And I'm like...
That right now, that'd be like...
Don't tell me. That's the problem. I beat myself up about it like twice a year.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I always think about that. Like, I could have changed my whole my whole life.
That's at least in the 100,000s.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been, a lot farther off than I am now.
But you gotta consider, because it hurt when you think about stuff like that. It's always woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Always,
because you can never really guess it.
Exactly.
Stocks are like gambling, and cryptocurrency is similar in that sense. Like you don't really know. And if you would have bought it back then, there's also a chance you guys would have seen it go up double, and you would have sold it.
Yeah,
y'all would have seen it go up triple, and
you know what I'm saying?
And then you would have felt just as bad.
Like, man, not only that, I had it in my hands. I owned it.
Exactly.
And then I let it go for pennies.
Yeah, there were people. I remember there was the story back when Bitcoin, back in like 2012, when somebody bought the pizza for the first time with Bitcoin, and that was like a thing. Is like the amount of money they spent on that pizza with Bitcoin now would be like $1 million was the statistic. But it's like, yeah, you just can't know.
Right.
But so I wouldn't beat yourself up too much, but yeah, that one would hurt. Ooh. Y'all were talking about it, and I can only imagine, like you said, just having 3-5 dudes around the table going, nah, we ain't put our money in this.
Man, nobody care about
Bitcoin. Ain't nobody even know what that is, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Bitcoin. Nowadays it's like you look back at the price it was a year ago and you're like, even now, because it went up so much. It keeps going up.
Right. Of course it does. They got commercials for it now. I be seeing one come on my Snapchat and be like, Bitcoin, it's a new kind of money, so of course we need a new kind of car.
I hate that lady.
Just leave.
She's on Snapchat?
Yeah, man.
She's on my YouTube all the time. I hate that lady. It's always this, like, the new kind of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I hate her, man, so much. She interrupts my videos all day.
It was like a little ad on Snapchat. I'm watching.
You think you're gonna make me want this?
You know what I'm saying?
I hate this woman.
I'm about to throw my phone, G. Keep playing with me.
She won't leave me alone. There's like one ad that I saw that was like silent, and I didn't get it at first, and then I realized like, oh, it's just silent, so it doesn't annoy me as much. Because like, yeah, man, ads just be in my face. But that in particular, you're right. Bitcoin's got ads now, and it's a Bitcoin card. I don't know how I feel about that. I would not want a Bitcoin card because I don't trust it like that, and I don't even understand how that works. Like, leave me alone with all that.
Right.
A Bitcoin card? Now I'm just confused. Like, are we Bitcoin credit? What are we doing here? I understand a credit card, and even then I feel like I'm kind of getting confused. Bitcoin card, I'll say the point where it really starts to lose a lot of people is when you get on the NFTs. That's where people don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, I can understand cryptocurrency and NFTs to an extent, but yeah, man, I mean, like, all I understand is, does it go up or down?
Am I broke or am I rich? Just tell me now. No.
Yeah, no big deal. But yeah, man, and like, I'm an advocate. I will say, I publicly, I'm definitely an advocate. People buy the freaking cryptocurrency. Just I don't recommend stocks because that stuff is just a gamble. Cryptocurrency, at least you look at that and like every few years you can bet it's probably going to jump up. Every few years. Unless something crazy happens. But I'm telling you, like, I don't think Elon Musk is completely playing us. I think there might be some legitness in there. He's playing us, but not completely.
Not completely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't fucking us that deep.
He's a hustler, though.
He definitely got the tip.
Yeah. Like, something just ain't right when I hear that guy talk. I believe him a little bit, but sometimes I'm just like, yeah, bruh, but you also are building that robot that's a human shape. Like, he has a human-shaped robot they're building, a Tesla bot. I don't know if you saw that bad boy.
Yeah, I seen that.
I'm talking iRobot type stuff right now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, matter of fact, when they first went public about that, Will Smith had made a post on his Instagram.
He said something?
Yeah, and he had, like, split the screen and put him in iRobot. I'm trying to remember what scene it was or whatever. But he was like, then when he captured the photo, because on the right they got them amount announcing of the robot and shit.
Yeah.
And on the left it's him. I think it was right before he like went to cuss somebody out or something in iRobot. But he captioned like, "Did y'all learn anything from my movie? Like, what are y'all doing?" I'm like, right. Like, come on now, man. Like, man. And then the bad part is, by the time we all extra old and shit is when it's gonna pop off.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Man,
well, dude, that's what I'm hoping for at least. Like, we could have it in the next 5 or 10 years. We might not even get the time to relax. Like, I'm hoping we at least get a lifetime of, like, chillness.
You know what I'm saying?
Because any minute now, like, bruh, you're telling me that we're building people now?
Let me live a lifetime and die, and then it happens. Because I'm gonna be so mad. Only because, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm one of those, like...
I feel like a grandpa when I have these conversations, because I feel like what we're saying is like not the new, like that's what an old person would say, like, oh, I don't want this new technology, like just keep it away from me.
See, okay, so I'm one of the people that always think about the apocalypse and how we gonna go. So like,
me too.
Like I'm always ready for a zombie apocalypse to pop off. Like I'm always ready. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I be wanting to low key happen. I'm gonna be mad if I'm old and it's happening, because then
you won't be like as ready.
Yeah, man. Like fuck, I wanted to.
You're gonna be the guy that they cut out of the group.
You know what I'm saying? I got caught. A motherfucker jumped on my back as I'm hopping the fence and shit. I was like, I ain't trying to go on like that. That's lame as hell. Like, damn.
We need the zombie apocalypse when I'm in my prime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, stop playing with me, man. Like, why did y'all do that, bro? Did y'all see what they was doing? They was beating the shit out of people, bro. Do you see what that old lady? She was like, "Move, please. It's time for church." That bitch, go sit the fuck down. She couldn't do nothing but pray. That's all she could do. She couldn't do nothing. Come on now. Like, let me get my moment. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like how the police captain did, even though they got him, he definitely got his licks in. You know what I'm saying? Popped up. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, like your hero moment.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Got 3 of them down, then they knocked your ass over. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's smooth. I don't want to be one of those. I take a swing, I'm instantly dismantled this shit. Like, damn, I just got walked over. Fuck, that's depressing. So yeah, I feel you.
So in that sense, if everything goes down, it's probably better for it to go down sooner, is what you're saying. Because at least we'll be like, ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ever seen Wall-E?
Yeah.
That's how I think we gonna be for real.
Yeah, like the giant people inside the floating chairs.
Just helpless, like.
Bro, we're already like halfway there. Like I think as soon as everybody got stuck in their house, it sped that to like it was already happening, and then it incrementally just went whoop, like real quick.
Everybody's already making stuff to make things faster, make it more simple.
Well, and everything is being pushed to like, oh, you can do this at home.
Yeah,
you don't gotta even go out
and do stuff. You're like literally cutting out your active time. And we're slowly but surely sitting down more, watching stuff. That's why they made you want to watch something? You want DoorDash. You want to watch a TV show you watched as a child? There's a streaming service for that. And now I don't have to, at one point in time where, you would have to get up and go to the movie theaters and shit. Or that's the only way you could see it if you went to the movie theater.
Yeah.
Or you went to go rent a movie or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like something had to happen where you had to get up and go. Not no more. You can lay in bed still. Wake up, open your eyes, roll over, and do it there. And next thing you know, we're 400 pounds riding around in Segways.
Wally.
They didn't even eat. They was just drink. Oh my God! Then they just like have all that stuff like they order what they wanted and then it just like pop there and then they just like drank it or some shit.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, it was like, but you know what? Like that's the type of thing I'm saying. Like I think we're halfway there.
Yeah. Oh
like,
yeah, I agree.
That movie is almost like when it came out. I even feel like we were getting there, and that's what they were poking at. But like now that we're like 10 years later, I think we're right around there. It's like, bruh, like. You're telling me that people, if you told them they could just float around on a chair and they don't have to walk around, that like half the people wouldn't just do it?
They're gonna do it.
Yeah, they're gonna do it.
They're not gonna do it.
They're gonna turn into that boneless Peter Griffin after a little bit, but it's gonna happen.
Because everybody's gonna be floating around.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
Well, and it's easier. I think it's like, it's almost human nature. This is the part that's like tough about it. Is for me, I feel like, I find that when I get out and I do things, I'm going for a walk at least like a couple days a week, blah, blah, blah. I feel like, okay, now I'm really like, I'm getting myself moving. This is the natural correct thing to do. Whereas if I'm just like holed up for too long, it's like I think it was Steve-O that said it, because people ask him how he like recovered in the way that he did. And it's like, you know, if you leave a fruit in the fridge, even a fruit's gonna go bad if you just don't touch it and just leave it there for a while. Like, you know, you gotta like, you can't just leave things sitting and just leave them alone. You gotta take care of things. You know, your body's like a machine.
Yep.
And so I think when it comes to all that, it's real bad when you let that ease of everything just, you know, it doesn't weigh out. When you aren't going out to like go to the movies to watch a movie, when now everything's on a streaming service. You're not even going to a movie theater no more. That whole experience is gone. Yeah. You know, that's it. I feel like that's a human thing that you get to share with people, and that's different than just watching something at home.
Me and one
even
of my friends, my boy Dre, we was talking about, this was a few years ago, and we was talking about it, how we was seeing this occur, because it was when they little stuff where they like, you know, normally if you wanted to sweep, you know what I'm saying, mop this room, you had to move some furniture around, you know what I'm saying, make some mop water in the bucket, you know what I'm saying, mop the floor down, let it dry, all that stuff. And then what they do, they created a Swiffer. They carried a fucking Swiffer. Now you can do all of that at once. You ain't got to sweep.
Swiffers are pretty cool.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And that's what everybody thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I don't have to do all of that. You can just, and it low-key kind of fun. You know what I mean? You can just slip and slide. We're real fast. Boom, boom, boom. One thing, and now the whole hard floor is done. You know what I'm saying? And then what they do, then they made robots that just around the whole room. They just detect the mess and clean it up for you. You can just knock a chip on the floor. Here comes Sally. She comes through, gobbles the shit up, going about her motherfucking business and shit. And now, you know, that normal action where you would have got up, grabbed the dustpan, grabbed the fucking broom, took it over to the trash, boom, boom, boom. That is omitted from your daily thing. Now add years where you're just not doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
It adds up.
It does. And then next thing you know, that's with everything, man. Like when I first saw the Teslas drive themselves, I was like, oh, damn, it's happening too fast. It's happening too fast.
Because imagine when people don't drive for 5 or 10 years. That's a good point.
I'm scared of that. I'm sorry. You can't listen, I'm sorry. Not cars. Like, it's bad enough I get on roller coasters. It's bad enough I get, that's the extent I can do. That's it. I can't do it. I can't.
I didn't even roller coasters kind of freak me out. If I'm like way up above the ground, I'm trusting that thing.
I just assume I'll be like, you know, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I ain't gonna trip about it. That's how.
But even like in a self-driving car, you'd be kind of freaked out.
Because it's too close. It's too close. It's too close. It's too close. There's other factors to overthink.
And there's a million things that could go wrong there.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Well, this person cuts me off. You know what I'm saying?
Like, this car's gonna know what to do?
Exactly.
Car's gonna know what to do?
How am I gonna trust that? How am I gonna trust that? It's almost, I feel like it's closer to like seeing your death up close and personal versus then like a roller coaster, you just look at it more like, well, I'm high in the air all fucking ready. I'm flying at a crazy ass of speed, you know what I'm saying? Shit might happen, you know what I'm saying? Versus you in a motherfucking fucking Tesla, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you just add a red light and then there's a car streaming at you. Is this motherfucker gonna move in time? You know what I'm saying? What if it died out of nowhere? You know what I'm saying? What if whatever controls it breaks down for that moment? You know what I'm saying? What if we got some manufactural problems right now? Am I gonna die because this thing can't move? And
then you're just a statistic. Like you're just one of the guys that died because the Tesla didn't work.
Exactly.
And also, I can tell that you're the guy that's thinking about the apocalypse if this is what you're thinking about the Tesla. Like,
you feel me?
Because I'm the same way, dude. I'm thinking, what are all the ways this can go wrong?
Exactly.
Like, what are all the ways this could go wrong? Because, like, when you're in that car, bruh, like
there's so many things that could go wrong.
I'd rather just be. If anything goes wrong, it's my fault. But that's the thing too. Is like I've heard them describe it that way, where it's like the amount of human errors that you'll have on the street are probably even more than the amount of errors you'd have if everything was a computer driving around. Which is interesting because it's probably true. Like if everything was just a computer, just think of all the stupid mistakes people make while they're driving. Like if everybody wasn't doing that.
That is true. But this is the thing. The computers were designed by people.
Yeah.
Therefore,
it's an algorithm.
They're gonna fucking make a mistake. Because we're flawed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A flawed thing can't create something perfect. It's literally we don't have it in. So eventually, somewhere along the line, something's gonna trip up, and then like you said, you're a statistic, you're a number, you're a percentage.
Yeah, you're like, it's never gonna be like, you're just the guy.
There's a 2% chance. Like, so who was that 2%? Yeah. Who was that? Oh, Kane from Flint. Yeah. It was okay though. It was just him.
Funny.
It was just him, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what it is. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And it takes is one stupid dude like turning right at a red light or something when he's not supposed to. And your Tesla didn't know what to do. Yeah. Now, they must be really smart because this isn't happening all the time. It's not in the news every day. So we can at least say this. I mean, it makes me think of like, I've heard, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Lex Friedman, but he's a dude who has a podcast. He's always like talking about how he really thinks, because he works in like AI and all this stuff, and he really thinks like, he's similar to like how Elon Musk thinks about it. We're going to be able to make this type of technology and do it in a way that's safe, that's not going to turn into iRobot or whatever. We're going to be able to do it in a way where, because eventually these people would expect, like if you're in this line of thinking, you're already planning ahead that these types of things are going to have consciousness and they're going to think in a way like iRobot, like they're going to be their own beings. But it's like what you just said. I don't think that's really, like, I understand what that is saying, but I also don't know if that's even possibly true, because it's always an algorithm, it's always a machine, and like you just said, we're human, we're flawed. Like, we have an algorithm's flawed in different ways. It's missing, like, a certain piece of something, whereas humans are flawed in ways that we can't even fully understand.
Right.
So, and we'll never understand.
We still haven't even figured ourselves out yet.
Yeah.
Like, now we got a day and age where people are saying, I feel like a different person, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, so we're literally like, still developing, and now we're just going to make a whole new race.
Right. I don't know.
Like,
I think people are very presumptuous though, and they like you just said, we don't know much about ourselves, but I think people, especially more so now than ever, truly just are like, they're almost spiritless in a way. Like, they don't think about things in a spiritual way, and they're not really concerned. They just think everything is just kind of the way it is. Yep. There's not a deeper meaning in these things, and it's not even worth looking into in such a way.
Facts.
And that's really why it makes it so hard to like, no, bro, we can't be making robots.
Like slow down. Let's do something else. We still not trying to cure cancer. Can we all focus on that right now? Can we?
Yeah, exactly.
But no. We all need robot maids.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what?
I mean, maybe it's a rich people thing. Maybe like for rich people, robot maids are actually like the next big thing.
Of course.
Whereas somebody like me and you,
houses.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to. And the maid is annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. And for them, they're not concerned about like. What'd you say?
This bitch always asking for a raise. It's the same room you've been cleaning for the last 10 years, Dorothy. Not giving you a raise.
I tell you what, a Roomba never asks for a raise. Not once.
Yup, fuck around. Oh, we got robots that can do this. Dorothy, you're fired. I'll buy you one time. All I gotta do is pay for upgrades. Oh,
yeah. And then I was gonna say too, they're not worried about the efficacy of this. They're not thinking about, bruh, like I feel like poor people, or just people that, like generally people that are like middle class even, because middle class is pretty much poor nowadays. I live in America. But anyway, those are the people that are looking at things skeptically. Whereas, like, if you're a richer person, you just don't, your life is a little more carefree. You're not worried about your day-to-day, so it's not like that. Whereas a poor person's going to be, like, thinking, like, bro, I don't trust a single thing, anything. I don't trust anything that's going on right here. Like, what are they talking about? Like, why are they saying that? nah, I know it's gonna. Whereas a rich person would be like, oh, they said what? Like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll buy that then.
Is we racing yachts today or what? Are we racing yachts?
Yeah.
Tell Jonathan bring his scary ass on because he lost last week. He been avoiding my calls. I owe him $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which sounds awesome,
doesn't it,
man?
Doesn't that? Wouldn't
when
that
you
be
love to race
great
yachts
to have that kind of conversation? Yeah. In a regular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You and your boy Jonathan arguing over $100,000 bet because he lost the race.
That would be the life.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I definitely get it. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always hope, to be honest with you, I'm glad that we got on this, but I always hope that I never get that used to the money, you know what I mean, where it makes me stop being aware, you know what I mean? Or I always hope and pray that my kids or my kids' kids don't, you know what I'm saying, develop.
Yeah, but that's a tough thing.
I know, man, 'cause I'm gonna be so mad, man, if my legacy end up being some spoiled ass children. Like, I mean, like, that's how I felt about, what's that, Da Gr8?
Is it the Gottis?
Yeah, John got. They had a little.
Oh,
show
I didn't.
Shit. John
yeah, I didn't know he had a bunch of kids.
Yeah, he had some sons and shit. They had a show or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, this John fucking Gotti. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? Your father was one of the last. You know what I'm saying? Heavily known. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is John fucking Gotti, dude.
Yeah, that'd be there's only a few people with that type of reputation.
You know what I'm saying? Then, like, you know, your son's main concern is when I'm gonna go get tanned. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be so frustrated, like, bro.
Yeah.
Where is your gumption? Where is your work ethic? Where is that I need to get this going? You know what I'm saying? Where is that? You know what I'm saying? So that's like with me and my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm always, you know, everything's a lesson. I'm always trying to, you know what I'm saying, teach them something or make them earn something, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like with their allowance or shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I tell them all the time, nothing in this world for free, so don't get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever, you know what I'm saying, get used to it. If they ask me to do something like, you know, if they, hey, can you open this popsicle for me or something like that, you know, something small. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. Open it up, I take a percentage. And they're like, and I'll be like, this is the real world. Nothing in this world is free. You know what I'm saying? And then I give them that. I'm like, you ask the service of me. You know what I'm saying? That cost. You know what I'm saying? That's the lesson.
The popsicle is such a great example.
That's the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Same situation. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's part of life.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get older. I'm like, now you know how I feel when taxes get took out of my check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or like,
we starting from day one.
You feel me? You feel me? Because I always feel like if that was how I was raised, I could have hit the ground running a little better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely always trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's a lesson. It's definitely a lesson. So I'm putting in the work to make sure they turn out decent. So I'm just hoping I can keep my fingers crossed.
Man, it's a tough formula when it comes to kids. Because, like, I think it's like a puzzle that's impossible. Because you'll see some kids who have, like, parents that are, like, terrible and they're awesome. Whereas, like, it could be the other way around. Their parents are awesome and they're terrible. Or other way around, their parents are awesome, they're awesome. Parents are terrible, they're terrible. Yep. Like, it's always a strange combination of circumstance when it comes to, like, the way the kids turns out.
People always tend to forget, like, just as your kids are growing and learning every day, so are you as parents.
Yeah.
And that's what people always tend to forget. Like, there is no one way to do any of this.
Well, and I think a kid doesn't have any sense of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is the other part.
And then, like, a lot of times parents forget that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know,
I see what you're saying.
That's how, like, that's how you can end up having a situation where, like, one person's like, well, I think you overreact in the situation. And the parent like, well, no, you don't know my kid. Don't tell me that. Like, you know, in reality, you may have, you know what I'm saying, separated yourself from the situation so far because it's a kid and you're an adult, blah, blah, blah. You know, you tend to forget, like, this is something new with this kid. Today, you are the oldest and the youngest version that you'll ever be again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that occurs with a child on their playing field, just like it does with you as an adult. You know what I'm saying? People, like, literally will forget that in a moment, and then that's how you get overreacting, or, you know, certain shit where you would shift into a whole nother gear that you normally wouldn't do, and then, you know, a situation either goes left or it goes right, depending on, you know, how that dice roll and shit. But so it's definitely, like, you gotta just keep that in mind when it comes to parenting. Like, you adjust as it goes. That's the best way to look at it personally.
Yeah.
Because if you'd be like, well, they didn't do this before, I don't know why they're doing this, then you're in, I don't want to say you're an idiot, but you're an idiot because you can't expect, like, I mean, I'm like, my God, like, all right, I used to love raisins. I fucking hate raisins now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you assume that your child is going to still be their 5-year-old version self, you're an idiot. Like, you have to adjust as they grow. And then as you're growing, don't forget what it was like to be like that. You know what I mean? And that's another thing I think a lot of parents tend to do is they don't remember. Like, they remember being a kid, but they forgot what it felt like. You know what I mean? So when your kid do something ridiculous and you just get annoyed by it and or embarrassed, you don't remember that carefree feeling you used to have when you used to do random shit. You know what I'm saying? That didn't make no sense. It's you had no real explanation of. Like, now, why did you do that? I don't know. It just seemed fun in that moment, and I acted on it. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you just don't understand, you know what I'm saying, consequences and responsibility and stuff like that. And then as the parent, that's where you come in, understand that was one of those moments, clean the moment up, dress it up nicely, and be like, this is how we approach this situation, and boom, boom, boom. But, you know, hats off to all the parents out there.
Oh, yeah, mad respect, man. Because that's what I'm saying. Sure. It's a puzzle that's impossible. So anybody who's doing it, like the way you just described it, put it nicely. Put it pretty nicely. But I bet you any parent would be like, nah, there's like 10 other layers that you don't even...
Yeah. It's definitely more deeper than that. That's just a smooth way to package it up and sell it.
Because parents, like,
you know
man, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes it sound cute that way.
Yeah, that's a smooth way of packaging because it's definitely easier said than done. I tell you, man. I got a couple myself, so I know.
Oh, yeah. Well, how old are your kids?
I got some steps, and then I got like 2 off ones, but 11, 10, 9, 8.
Jesus Christ. Thought you were going to say like 2 or 3, man.
11, 10, 9, 8, 5, and 3. I mean, 5 and 2.
And the ones that are like born through you, how old are they?
No, all my
they're all
kids,
you?
All my kids.
I see what you're saying. They're just like through different, moms throughout the years or something?
Yeah, 2 moms.
Oh, okay. 2 moms. So, wait, you say you had a list of kids. 11, 8?
6, 11, 10, 9, 8. And 5 and 2.
Ooh, you had a couple of years in a row right there. 10, 9, 8.
They be like that sometimes. 11,
10, 9, 8. Yeah. That's 4 years.
And look, and it's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, it is. Man. That's what like works.
There's that legacy right there.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when it comes to the Browns.
So we're already working on that legacy. We're already working on that. So I can see why it's on your mind then when it comes to that type of thing. Like you're already thinking ahead. Like, man,
you got to. If you're not thinking ahead, then you think behind.
I've never heard that one before. Wow, that's a cute one. I gotta throw that in a rap song or something, man. You just make that up?
Yeah, that's kind of how my life works. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Wow.
I kind of just say shit like that all the time, and like people in my immediate circumference, they genuinely be like, "I hate that you do that. I hate that you do that. Like you always,
you were quoting
like
something.
You always say the right stuff at the right time, and I'm like, I'm sorry. This is what God intended for you, though. You should be thanking them. You know what I'm saying? A little shit like that is crazy.
You got to get yourself in front of a microphone more, my friend. Just throw yourself in front. Make a podcast. I'm trying to think of what you could name it. You know, Da Gr8 podcast.
You
Da Gr8. I mean, there's got to be some kind of Da Gr8 name in there.
So all right. So I do have my thing I want to pop off. It's called Kane's Kickbacks.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a smooth setting. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come in and whatnot. I originally started it, but I never like continued to push it only because I ended up having a bunch of other stuff on my plate. So I just kept on going what I was going. I was doing what I was doing, and that's how that worked.
Well, what is it exactly?
Basically, like, it's kind of like this setting where I invite a person over and, we have a kickback,
Okay. Is it a video type thing?
Yeah. We shoot a video, boom, boom, this all that, the whole little shebang or whatnot, It's always, like, music incorporated, or if you got, like, a brand, you push in a clothing line, something like that. That was the main things I was doing or whatever. Like, I think my the first episode I think we did, my girls, they started doing like mukbangs and shit.
That's always fun.
Yeah, and then I had my cousin Kid over for one.
So you guys are going into the YouTube sphere.
Yeah. So I had my cousin Kid over for one and whatnot.
Is it Kid? Are you talking KYDD Kid or a different kid?
Oh, KIDD, Crispy Life Kid.
Crispy Life Kid.
Yeah, Crispy Life. That's with a K, dumbass. Shout out. No, that's my baby though. That's my guy.
Okay.
That's my guy. Cuz we going
Crispy
hard.
Life Kid.
Crispy Life Kid. He's from Beecher. He's the best out of Beecher in my opinion. You know
really? That's a bold statement you're making right there.
I stand on that shit 10 toes. He the best out of Beecher. Quavis number 2. And I fucks with YNJ. I'm going to give him number 3. When it come to me, that's just how I feel. This Kid, Quavis, and YNJ out of Beecher.
With such conviction, you say.
Yo, I stand on all 10 of those. 1, 2, 3. And you know the rest of them, you dig? But
I love it.
That's your story.
Where were we?
But we did a episode with him on there and whatnot. It was funny because he was having a situation going on via social media or whatever, and then he had counting out some money and all that stuff. And it was smooth. But like I said, I ended up having a bunch of other stuff on my plate that I started to deal with Adeline and all that jazz. So I didn't necessarily get back to it. It's definitely still in the works or whatnot. Once I get more of the goal is to get everything working together in a flow or whatnot, so I don't have to put so much effort into everything, you know what I'm saying? It's so as I get one thing going, this thing falls apart, then I gotta fix this part, you know what I'm saying? So it goes back to the situation we was talking about earlier, where it'd be really comfortable if you just had a guy for this.
That's like the first thing we really got on.
It's crazy how it just keeps coming back, because it's so relatable.
Yeah, well, dude, it's funny, because it's just something it's something I usually end up bringing up, just a little bit. Because I'm always, I feel like it's a natural. I have to tell people because they're going to see me walking around and pushing all this stuff. I'm doing it.
Right.
So, I think I totally agree with you. It's like a behind-the-scenes thing. It's really hard to keep your hands on top of. You want to get a grip on it, but at the same time, it's you just want to do the art that you're doing.
You're just trying to, it's just like with me, man. I swear, I wish, if it was just if I could just pay one specific price to have all of my needs done versus me having to boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to work on, where I got everything all in one, where I can be all right, I'm in the studio. I done recorded so many songs or whatever, boom, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I got a nice amount going and shit. Then by the weekend, you know what I'm saying, it'd be nice if, you know what I'm saying, the video shoot's already planned out and all I gotta do is just show up. Show the video shoot, you know what I'm saying, shoot the video, go on my business, you know what I'm saying, then, you know what I'm saying, then, the promotion is already done, the release date is already set up and done, you know what I'm saying, the cover art for the
I think this is what managers do, man.
You know what I'm saying,
I think this is what a manager is.
It's crazy, and look, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's finding somebody to help manage your career and little shit like that, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, there's a lot of scam artists.
It's literally trying to fall in love, bro, it's literally you want to find a decent team that's actually fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? Go find love of your dreams.
You're gonna go through 10 other ones that you ain't gonna feel. Yeah, that's a really, you know what I'm saying? Unless you got good friends from the start that are good hookups.
And who really be having that? You know what I'm saying? Who really be having that?
The people that are already famous.
Or something.
Those people.
They done already went through it, you know what I'm saying? They done, went through the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a snake, he's a rat. All right, get them out of there. Boom, boom, boom.
Because, the thing is,
saved your life, and she been riding this whole time. All right, here we go.
Because I bet even the people that you think are down are probably, they're already in there for the wrong reasons. Half of them.
Facts.
Because it's not... It's the environment. That's a big part of it. It's not just the fact that people are like this. It's the fact that we're talking about, if you're looking for a manager, most of the dudes that are out there saying, oh, I can manage your music, they're just looking for an easy paycheck where they can just... They can string you along, but they ain't gonna be out there working for you.
Actually pushing your brand. You know what I'm saying? You really want them. All right, well, I feel like this is what you sold me, that you would be actually doing this. In reality, all you doing is posting my shit here and just letting whatever run up and be like, oh, look how many views I got you on this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but where's my actual fan traction? Where are the people that, you know what I'm saying, are actually trying to hit me up for this or this, that, where are my followers, stuff like that. All you showed me is what this one thing is able to do, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, don't get me wrong, I understand it. It's not like this, you're just going to find that off the street. Hey, let me help make your dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that. I'm never asking for that. Like I said, like it's the equivalent of going out and just go find your soulmate right now. Like go do it. Go walk outside. Boom, there you are. I've been looking for you for the last how many years? Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? It's genuinely like that. You're gonna go through some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You make hell, I done fucked up some bridges my damn self, you know what I'm saying, with some good people, you know what I'm saying, only because I was doing some other shit. And, you know what I'm saying, it's a part of life, it's a part of the whole situation on how that dice roll, and that's just what you do.
And even when you think you found your soulmate, sometimes it ain't even the right person. It's that type of thing, too.
You can have damn near everything on the list and be like, all right, and then it still blow up, like, not the right way, and you like, why? Like, what went wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it, and that's how it be. That's really how it be.
It's really something that you realize more, like, I think as a consumer, people don't think about it. So if you're a fan of music or a fan of art, you're never really concerned with all that. But the more I dive into everything, the more deep you realize, like, the collaboration is in it. So, like, a great example is film. I used to think of movies as, like, okay, I'll just look at the director, look at the actors in it, and there we go. But, like, for real, when you really look at, like, the making of a movie, it's such a collaborative thing. Any movie that you ever watched that you liked, there's, like, so many different layers that went into that movie that made it good. Like, the color. There was a dude who just worked on the color of that movie. There's a person who just wrote the script that you don't even know their name, but they wrote the script. They're the reason the words are the words. Like, all those things, I think is like, it's the same type of thing. Whereas, like, with music,
like you got somebody that specifically picked the cast.
That's another big thing.
I specifically picked these people for these roles that you told me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, casting directors, I think is dope as hell because
dude, they're crazy what they do.
In reality, somebody told them an idea of a person. I'm like, I need you to find somebody that you think can bring this out. And then they literally have to go through and be like, well, this is what, you know what I'm saying, they're looking for. You
for hundreds of people.
You know what I'm saying? For hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? And you're going off of another person's vision. Another person's vision. You know what I'm saying? Whoever wrote this script. You know what I'm saying? That's their vision. You know what I'm saying? You got to read through the script, decide in your brain, like, all right, this is going to be what this person is meant to be, how they're going to look, how they're going to act. You're going to sell it. Boom. Let's do it. We choose you, Pikachu. Let's go shop the fucking world. No.
And that's how they do it too. They're so it's like they have a thing for faces. I think if you're somebody like that, you'd have to have a thing for, like, personalities and faces. Thanks. Like David Lynch, he's described, like, the way he doesn't have a casting director. He's his own casting director, and the way he talks about it is he just, like, picks people just completely, like, off of feel. Like, he'll just know that it's the right person, and he'll be like, okay, you're the person for this. Whereas another good example is somebody who does that in a weird way is Uncut Gems, the guys who directed that. A bunch of the people in that movie weren't even actors, and that's something that they do in a couple of their movies, because they only got a few, like, movies. And in each one, they'll get a bunch of actors who are just people, not regularly actors, meaning that. And then they'll bring them in, and they, like, use that to their advantage to add realism to the movie by, like, because they're such good directors, they can pull a performance out of those people. Like, they're so confident in that ability, like, that they will pull those people in.
He stabbed your son. Remember that.
There's a really good example. Well, in Uncut Gems, it's funny because, like, apparently the boss dude, it was the scene where Adam Sandler's in the back of the car, and the two dudes are kind of roughing him up. They're like, you know, you're getting on him, and the boss dude's in the front, like, talking him down. And, you know, he's mad at Adam Sandler, so he's, like, telling him, yo, you better get your shit together. That kind of scene. And when they were filming it, the dude who was the boss guy is not an actor. So they were saying in interviews that he was kind of having trouble, like, getting into the, you know, like, he wasn't really sticking it. Like, he's got to be yelling at these dudes, like, but they kept talking over him and stuff. So he comes up to the directors, and he says to them, like, guys, I can't even talk over these guys. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I can't even get control of this. And so they say to him, no, like, you're the boss here. Like, you're the boss. So just take control of the situation. And so in the movie, he's looking at them, and he's, like, yelling at them. He's like, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, I'm talking right now.
Like,
and then he uses that.
If somebody actually was, you know, over talking you. This is not an acting thing. This is your job. Remember,
exactly.
These motherfuckers owe you money. You know what I'm saying? Like I love what was
it? Makes it more real.
The episode of Empire. where the dude Lucius or Lucius Lyon or whatever or whatnot, he is talking. I forgot the lady's name or whatever, but I think the song is "What Is Love" or whatever. And she sung the song or whatever, and she did the song or whatever. I guess she didn't hit the note the way he wanted her to hit it. So he goes in there and he's like, "You gotta." Basically, he's trying to bring the pain out, and then he's like, "You're not hitting it right." And she was like, "What am I doing wrong?" And then he's like, "Remember when your brother got killed?" And then she like, "Remember when you had to go to the hospital and identify the body?" And then it pissed her the fuck off. You saw it in her face. And she immediately got angry as hell. And then he just walked out the booth, closed the door behind him, and he was like, "All right, press play." And then she sung the fuck out that shit. And he was like, "That's the fuck I'm talking about." You know what I'm saying? Like, I love seeing shit like that because it's just crazy, man. Like, and speaking of another music thing, because we was talking about how you said my man's in Uncut Gems. He's his own casting director or whatnot. Like I was saying earlier, I commend people that can do if you can if you can let's say in music, you know what I'm saying, if you can record yourself, you know what I'm saying, if you can mix and master your own shit, you know what I'm saying, all that jazz, you know what I'm saying, I commend anybody and everybody that's trying to do that shit, you know what I'm saying. I be trying, I can record myself or whatever, you know, I can record myself and I can mix a little bit, but I ain't trying to do for mastering. That's too fucking much, in my opinion. I commend all engineers and producers that can do that shit because that takes a lot. That's why, like, one of my what's his name, Russ? Yeah, that's his name. That's his name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Russ. You know what's funny is my name is Ruse. Example. My name is Ruse. I did not pick that name before I knew about Russ. I picked it before I knew about Russ, and then I found out about him later. I think about a year later, so I'm stuck with this Ruse Russ thing. But I was gonna say we both do that same thing. Yeah. That same thing. Yeah. I've been mixing and mastering my own music. The only thing is he produces all his stuff too.
The whole shebang. He do the whole shebang.
All of it. That's wild. And he was doing like a song a week at one point.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like grind fucking hard. I was blown fuck back when I found that out. Like, dang, like, all right, you can't tell this man he wasn't working like.
I think that's like part of what makes it so interesting about somebody like him is like, he's so upfront about that process that you can't even if you don't like aspects of what he does, you have to respect the craftsmanship of it. Like there's so much that goes into
literally all
one
his
song.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? He did it all. Like the beat that you're hearing, he did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The song that you're hearing, he wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Like
he recorded it, he mixed it, he mastered
those
it.
drops and shit right there.
Yep.
He did all of that. The entire song is his entirety. Like you can't even argue with that in reality because hell, and certain other motherfuckers, it took like 10 people to make this whole song. You know what I'm saying? Like from the video guy to the producer, you know what I'm saying, to the engineer, you know what I'm saying? Like even when it comes to the video, like if you had a stylist and things of that nature, like people came together to make this project. Versus, he's like, all right, it's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. Let's fuck this shit up.
I think that there's something poetic about it, honestly. Like, and that's why I try to encapsulate that in my art as much as I can. Like, the only thing I'm not doing with all that is making my own beats. I make my own videos. I still have yet to do a video with another, like, videographer. And part of it is just that thing, that nagging thing in my brain where it's like, I know part of the aesthetic is this thing that Russ has, where it's like, you look at it and you know it's all coming from one place. Right. There's never a question of like, the vision.
How's
and I love that.
Or stuff like that.
And I think it's inspirational, man, because like when you see that one person is capable of producing something of such a quality, that really says a lot. Because it's not just that they're doing it, it's that they're doing it in a way that, like, when art is done well, it's effortless. Like, they're doing it in a way where you wouldn't even guess that it's all them unless they told you. Like, the only way, like, it's sort of there because, it's kind of in the attitude, but it's like he's so proficient in each thing. Like, the only way you know that I'm doing my own stuff is the fact that I set my camera up in a way that usually you can tell it's just like I set it up somewhere. The creative little things like that. But, like, if it weren't for that, people wouldn't know, and I think that's a big important thing, and you have to get to that point. Because, like, if you're going to mix and master your own music, and this is why a lot of people don't do it, my God, you're going to go through years of trash mixes. And if you're not, if you're still young enough, You won't know it. You won't even know they're trash mixes.
You won't even know they're bad until you yourself get better. And then, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, and then you like, I mean,
it's embarrassing, man.
That happens in so many different genres because I done went back and listened to some of my old music. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the SoundCloud.
Were you mixing it yourself back then?
No. I was just like, me and my boy, we recording out of this little rinky-dink little setup and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody started off with a rinky-dink setup.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
when I first started recording, it was with the rock band from PS2. It was that microphone.
Was
it you too? Yeah! Hell yeah!
No cap. Me and my boy Dre. I used to be part of it. When I first started doing music, I was part of this little rap group or whatnot. It's called Dragon House and whatnot. And it was crazy because if we would have applied ourselves, we could have been so great. The only thing is, like, we just, you know, a bunch of egos clashing in reality. You know what I'm saying? The way I felt that I was the one that was trying to work the most, and everybody else was kind of just trying to do a hobby and shit, and it pissed me off or whatever. And it was crazy because my bro, Sean and shit, he was telling me back then, like, you know what I'm saying, maybe you should do a solo thing versus being in a group, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, I'm hustling and doing all this other stuff. So I'm like, it is what it is, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Only because in my mental, you know what I'm saying, I don't want my bros to come with me, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Stupidest decision I ever made in my life. But we had everything, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Dre was learning the engineering, you know what I'm saying? Anthony was learning how to do fucking beats and shit, you know what I'm saying? Make websites and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I rap, you know what I'm saying? Jamie rap, Lamar rapped, I could sing. Lamar was trying to learn how to sing. Jamie could sing, but he didn't like to do it that much, you know what I'm saying? Malachi made beats specifically. Malachi was making beats like a motherfucker at the time, you know what I'm saying? He had his whole little studio set up too, you know what I'm saying? And we all had the element, you know what I'm saying, together, you know what I'm saying? All we needed next was a dude to pick up a camera, you know what I mean? And then, we had somebody for that. We just never got to the next stage, which would have, you know what I'm saying, shot us off, and then we could have, you know, actually kept something going. Because I think, like, the biggest thing back then, we were some little niggas, and the biggest thing back then was, like, Circle Boys or some shit like that. I think that's what they was called and whatnot. But, I think it was Circle Boys and shit, you know what I'm saying? So we was like, shit, we could do that shit too. Why not? You know, and you know, it just never like clicked in like we were supposed to, and it's just so frustrating, man. Because I was listening to me and Lamar, we had made a song together, and I think we put it on SoundCloud or something. I forgot what it was, man. But I must have. It was on SoundCloud. No. We put it on YouTube. It ended up getting taken off or whatever because of the beat we used. But I must have been listening to it a few years ago or whatnot, not too long ago. Well, no, it was a little while ago. I was listening to it then, and I'm like, oh my God, this is just fucking horrible. You know what I'm saying? And then even from like my first ever little solo mixtape I dropped called the Bando Project or whatnot. But even listening into that, you know what I'm saying, like, it's so it's like, compared to what I'm doing now, like, it's so watered down, but it's that raw, you know what I'm saying, that raw passion and energy, you know what I'm saying, that's why I still fucks with. That's why I never like took it down or nothing like that.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way with my older stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't ever like I look at that as almost like a religious type thing.
Facts.
Like, don't get rid of your older stuff.
You don't get rid of your older stuff, you know what I'm saying? It shows your growth. Shows your growth, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, only you could, like, your real deal fans and, you know, outside of yourself, of course.
Yeah, like, most people don't care.
Yeah, only they can, like, actually appreciate it because they can see where you came from, you know what I'm saying? And then, like that's a whole other ballgame. Like Wiz Khalifa. Bro, and I kid you not, man, I don't care how nobody feel. Like, I put so many motherfucking people on Wiz Khalifa, but before he blew, I easily put 100 niggas on Wiz Khalifa. Bro. Like no bullshit, bro. Like, at one point in time, if you ever can go find a video when Wiz Khalifa reached his first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
First 1,000?
He was like, y'all part of the fucking, what is it like? It was the Fly High Mile Club or something like that.
Is this around? This must have been a long time ago.
Yeah, this is a while ago. This is when he first was, you know what I'm saying?
Black and yellow,
you know what I'm saying?
all that. Way before that.
This is star power. This is star power days. You know what I'm saying? Like before he even got, you know what I'm saying, like known outside of Pittsburgh and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was hooked on this nigga.
Pre-Snoop.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, way earlier.
Way before he met Snoop.
Way before he met Snoop. Way before he met Snoop.
Wow.
This little and like. I like me and my whole crew, like my whole little. All my,
I need proof, man. I need early footage, early posts of you rapping Wiz Khalifa.
Man, see, that's.
I guess that's why you mentioned the video, just to show your insider knowledge.
Facts, like, bro, this because he was saying I just want to thank y'all. We reached 1,000 subscribers or whatever. Like, I want y'all to know, like, out of y'all are part of my Mile High Fly Club or my Fly High Mile Club, something along those things. Because at the time, you know, that's when he was really pushing on, you know, planes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was switching over from blunts to fucking papers and shit. For a lot of people that don't know that.
That was that early in his career.
Because Wiz Khalifa used to smoke blunts. Wiz Khalifa used to smoke blunts by the fucking box. That was Wiz Khalifa. Like before he ever smoked papers, he
early
smoked
Wiz
blunts.
Khalifa.
He smoked
early
bro.
Wiz Khalifa.
Like a motherfucker.
Because like probably far as everybody remembers.
Yeah, he smoked papers.
Yeah, I don't smoke tobacco.
Wiz Khalifa used to smoke blunts like a motherfucker. I used to be the same way. I stopped smoking tobacco too, and but that's only because, you know, it give me headaches and shit. But
it's probably the same type of thing with somebody like him. Anyway.
Probably,
it's cleaner smoke. Man.
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, bro. Like motherfucking. If you go back to his older fucking, it's his old freestyle of his. It's called the Atlanta Freestyle or whatever. And it pop in and it be like, life's good, song feeling great. Call me out of town, shorty area, we could different state. 3 cell phones, Pennsylvania plates. Hold on. I said, life's good, song feeling great. Call me out of town, shorty area, we could different state. 3 cell phones, Pennsylvania plates on the 4-month, trying to get my money straight. He's smoking a blunt right there, bro. Like in all of his earlier videos and shit. Say yeah, fucking ink my whole body, motherfucking bust down. Well, I don't think he got a video for bust down, but like that was blunt smoking Wiz, and I fucked with him so hard, bro. That's when he was wearing nothing but Chuck Taylors and shit, bro. Chuck Taylors. You know what I'm saying? The white t-shirts and shit. Like, that was all he was wearing at that time frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was fucking, it was crazy how, I want to say probably like, maybe like a year. It probably was like a year of me like telling people about him and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he made the trend. But by the time But by this time, you know, he's smoking papers and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now and then, so I remember, I never figured that I'm getting up, I was staying at my sister's house downtown, and I get up, I'm leaving out the house and leave the crib or whatnot, and I look on TV, it's MTV Jams, and fucking, it's this, one of his earlier songs called Youngin' on My Grind. Or Youngin' on His Grind. Something along that matter. It's one of the two. It's Youngin' on My Grind or whatever. No, Youngin' on His Grind, I'm sure. I bet money on it. Youngin' on His Grind or whatever. The video is playing. I'm like, why is this video playing? Like, this is old as hell. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm happy but confused. It's on MTV Jams, but I'm confused. I'm like, why is this playing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He done made newer music than this. You know what I'm saying? But like, whatever. My nigga made it to MTV Jams. You know what I'm saying? Bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy as hell. Leave out the house. I want to say like a month later, everybody was tripping over Cushion Orange Juice, which was old. Cushion Orange. By the time Cushion Orange Juice blew up, for real, it had already been released and out for like a year or so. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it got to the rest of the world later on and shit. And I'm just tripping out like everybody, you heard this new Wiz Khalifa? And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody bring me Wiz Khalifa. What is it? You know what I'm saying? And they play Mesmerize, and I'm like, this is not new. What are you talking about?
You're
you know
thinking like there must be some Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, straight. He drops a new tape. Well, all right, come on. You know what I'm saying? Play this shit for me. Hell yeah. I love Wiz. You know, because everybody know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, can't fuck with Wiz. Can't fuck with Wiz. So they be like, you heard this? And I'm like, this is Mesmerize. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, know this whole fucking song. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is Cushion Orange Juice. And he like, yeah, that's the name of his new tape. I'm like, that is not a new tape, bro. Like, that is old tape. like, what do you mean, man? Man, that's when it clicked on me, and I like start looking at, start seeing his.
But that's how you know he's
more.
Getting popular.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that grind. Look, same thing happened with Soulja Boy. Bro. By the time the Crank That Soulja Boy was big up in Michigan, it had been playing for like 8-9 months over there, probably even longer, like down in Atlanta or whatnot. Like, it had already had its buzz and low-key died down before, and then the rest of the world hit, and then it just popped off ridiculously hard, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with fucking Fetty Wap's Trap Queen. That song was out for 2 years.
Really?
Yes, bro, yes. Trap Queen was out for 2 years before it blew. That's like, you ever notice, like, when Fetty Wap finally blew, right? And then if you look at Trap Queen, he already had looked different. Like, his hair grew out. Like, his hair was short as fucking Trap Queen. You know what I'm saying? He had already had a longer hair and shit. Not saying, you know, because, you know, a lot of motherfuckers be getting extensions and shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, no judgment.
We're not making any claims here.
Yeah, no judgment. I know, right? And I'm not claiming shit when it comes to that. I'm just saying it ain't my cup of tea, but whatever. But
you just made a claim.
I ain't saying I'm not saying that Fetty did it. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to like act like that wasn't a possibility or whatever.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, because I know it happens, man. Shit, that motherfucker. What's the dude from Detroit? Eastside Evio. He and I hate to describe him like this, but it's the only one I can think of. But he one of them dudes. One of the funny dudes that blew up all dressing like a girl and shit, doing like how bitches be and blah blah blah, all that shit.
One of them TikTok regulars.
It's Eastside Ivo, I think that's his name. Eastside Ivo, whatever or whatnot. But he fucking shit. Excuse me. He fucking damn. I forgot the fucking. I knew that was gonna happen too. I should have. You ever have a name or something, right? And then like as soon as you like, all right, cool, I'm gonna say it in a second, and then like you go to say, you're like, fuck. And then now I can't think of the shit now, and it's like on the tip of my tongue. And
and you know it's funny because if you go back to the last episode of my damn podcast, you'll see one of those moments.
The same thing.
Yeah, I did it because it's so funny. I know I can tell you exactly what it was. We were trying to remember the name of the app where everybody, I think it's called Telegram, where everybody can talk to each other.
Yeah.
I could not remember the name for the life of me. And it's when I'm doing a podcast, it sucks because that's probably the worst time for that to happen. Like, radio show, do you want? That's what they call dead air, my friend. But it's so hard to avoid. Like,
just hit a brick wall.
Yeah, it's funny because you even you verbalize the thought pattern. You said out loud.
You literally set the whole premise, the delivery. You be like, all right, that's gonna fuck him up at the end. Let's do this. And you be like, wait, what was this right here? And you be like, oh, that ruins the whole story. We can't even finish now. Like, we might as well pack this shit up and go home, man. Like, where's my waffles now?
Well, I love how you you literally said, oh, I should have known. Like,
because it always happens in those moments where you be like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You mentally like make a little bookmark right there. I'm gonna come right back to it.
No.
And then you come like, where the fuck's the bookmark? Like
Bruh, I'm a choke like B-Rabbit. I swear to God. When I get my Excel cipher, I'm a choke like B-Rabbit. Because I'm going to make that mental note in my brain. I'm going to be like, all right, this is all the shit I'm going to say.
Man.
And then when I'm in front of that microphone, in front of that camera, I'm just going to...
I hope they like you.
Like, I'm that guy. I'm that guy that'll forget I'll remember the words every moment except the moment when I'm supposed to remember it.
Bro, I done did that so many times. I done did that on stage a couple times at my shows where I done, like, all right, my first performance, I rehearsed like a bitch. I rehearsed so fucking much. And the part that I was worried about fucking up did perfectly fine. And but the very beginning, I fucked up. Like, I started, like the very beginning, I fucked up. And I'm like, and the back of my mind, I'm like, what the fuck, Nick? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God, like, you're gonna bomb. You're gonna fucking bomb once. Push through, go. And then I finally get to going and shit, and then didn't make another fumble or nothing. The part I was worried about did perfectly. My breath is on at some point. And that was my very, very first performance, was how I realized how hot it is performing.
Oh, dude, especially if you want to move around.
Yeah, and interact with the crowd and all that shit. Man.
People don't know. I have varied mileage. Like, there was I don't know if I can do it right now. Like, I gotta work out for a week or two. There was a point in time. I had a show where I headlined because it was like a show I put together at the Flint Local. Shout out Flint Local, got to do another one of these. But dude, I swear to you, do a money giveaway at your shows. That'll get some people staying, I tell you. But I had all these people there doing my money giveaway, blah, blah, blah. So they're going to stay till the very end, which is great. But that means that they're all watching me during my last 45-minute set. It was 45, 50.
God damn.
It was up there, and we're talking hip-hop. So, like, you know, when I see big artists do this, and they got, like, long-winded songs, it's impressive.
Yeah,
because
bro.
If you're up there on the stage, and 45 minutes, especially with rap, like, I'm like you. I'm saying a lot of words.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that simple stuff.
Exactly. I'm saying a lot of words.
And every word counts.
Shit right.
Yes. Everything's got to be right.
Because if you miss how hard it was supposed to hit right here, the big punchline is going to come out small. It's going to come out small. It don't come as big as it's supposed to.
And you got to roll with those punches. Like, if you lose a word, you got to be able to go off of that.
Work off of it. Keep it smooth and
you want to keep everything in that pocket where it's still got that kind of, the same oomph, the same energy as when you first, like, as the release. You don't want people to feel like they're getting cheated by the performance.
Of course. I did the show in Lansing, doing at the Max Bar. This was my first time. Wrong term. This is my best reaction I've ever gotten.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was lit. Like, it was a lot of people there. Everybody turned up. Like,
yeah, that's like the best show ever.
It was awesome. I had a lot of people come out for me and shit. They knew my song or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was like everybody singing along. I got to sign autographs. I showed some merch. I took pictures. The whole nine occurred, man. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be prepared this time because I had made my mind up. Like, I don't drink no more at all now. But at the time, I was like, I'm not drinking before I perform no more. Because I did, my show before that, I had started drinking before I performed. And oh my God, I felt horrible. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to drink before my performance. I'm going to do a performance and everything's going to be lit. Ironically, this is the day I met my boy Dream and shit, shout out. But,
oh, really?
Yeah. We performed on the same show and whatnot. And I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing up there and shit. You know what I'm saying? I came on my shirt. I got my beater on. You know what I'm saying? I work out a lot, so you know what I'm saying? I'm all, you know, chest out on D's and all that shit. Everything is good. And like the hype from how good the performance went carried me through it. But as soon as everything stopped and I jumped off the stage and the shit and I mingled back, I'm like, I'm on fucking fire right now. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm like, you need some water? Thank you, please. Can I get another one? I was fucking, I was so hot. I was sweating so damn much. It made no sense, man.
Probably adrenaline.
Oh, definitely. I was high as hell off my own product at that moment because, like, I had to be because at that moment, like, literally, bro, like.
I get this, like, different kind of energy.
Yeah, like, you know how, like, if you, like, were to like go from like an extreme heat to extreme cold.
Yeah.
Like a heart attack. Like, yeah, if you would have hit me with a snowball, I probably had a heart attack and died right there. But I was that hot, bro. Like, for real. Like if it was like cold outside, you know what I'm saying, I would have been smoking. Like, for real, I was hot as hell, bro. And it was like normally any other time I'd be like, oh my God, it's so hot up here or whatever. But that time, that was that one time.
Did you drink before that one?
No.
You not that time.
Nope. I haven't done it since, and then I haven't drunk. I don't drink liquor no more. It's been like a year and a half.
Oh, liquor's too much for me. Too much for me. I can do anything like bright, anything that's clear, or anything that's like a wine maybe, but like liquor.
I sip wine with my dinner from time to time, but besides that, like, I stopped drinking liquor altogether. Light liquor, dark liquor, tequila, whiskey, whatever it is. I can't do it no more, bro. What the problem was, it stopped being fun for me.
Yeah.
Like the whole being drunk feel. Like I've always known I was more of a smoker than a drinker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I would drink, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is drinking. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, don't get me wrong, I've had some good drunk nights. I've had some good drunk
I find
nights.
it to be much more of a group activity.
You know what I'm saying?
At the very least.
You know, I've had some good drunk nights. Well, it depends. Because I done had some good solo nights where I done, never mind. But, yeah, you know, so, but after a while, that enthusiasm died down like a motherfucker, and then it genuinely stopped being as fun. And then, you know, I'm like, I gotta do too much to have a good drunk session. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta chase my liquor with water. I gotta make sure I ate before and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta do that shit when I'm smoking. Smoking, I'm gonna get hungry and I'm gonna go eat and then I might roll up again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. I don't gotta do all these shits and shit. I don't get hangovers and all that stuff. My first hangover is what made me stop drinking light liquor, because I stopped drinking light liquor first. And I only fuck with dark liquor and shit. Because, man, I'll be with some fucking Grey Goose. I'll never forget that shit, bro. Oh, my God, it was horrible. It's fucking horrible and shit. But yeah, man, then I eventually like, you know what, fuck it.
I'm going to go pee real quick.
Oh, man,
you
do
can
your
keep
thing,
talking
bro.
to the podcast if
Do
you
your
want.
thing, bro. Do your thing, bro. I'm finna say some crazy shit. You telling me I got control. He don't know who he fucking with, y'all. He done left me in charge, man. Finna run this Titanic into a god. Run this motherfucker into a bridge. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if she's gonna edit most of this out or not. Or probably not. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still a junior on my podcasting tips, so I don't really know how a lot of this shizness work. Yeah, dig. Hey, so I don't know what this is, but I gotta check it. I don't know if I gotta check this out or not. But this is funny as hell. So it says Santa falls in love with another man in beautiful TV advert. Well, my boy, he gonna share it. He gonna say something. He done went down the wrong chimney and got turned down. Shit. That's rough.
Well, you saw that on Facebook?
Yeah, man. The book is ignorant as hell, bro. I'm gonna delete this bitch after I get rich, though.
Oh, yeah?
Definitely.
Is that it's just to get rich? Is that why we got the book right now? Just on our way up, just to keep people informed?
Well, yeah, that's it.
I'd be finding myself.
I'm gonna gradually just switch everything over to Instagram, and then I'm just gonna have somebody eventually manage it, and then I won't deal with most of the social media at all.
Yeah.
Then I'll be happy in life.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the book myself. Yes, I used to like Instagram a lot more than I do now. TikTok's really my favorite right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't got into it. I haven't got into it. I right before I got tempted to get into TikTok, everything else started having like reels and shit.
I see.
And
but the reels ain't as good. That's what I'm telling you.
And look, and that's the thing. A lot of people just post their TikTok reels on there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's not as good. Like the people post the stuff on there, and the stuff that people are posting on there is like their TikToks, but the algorithm itself isn't as good. Like when you're on TikTok, it's just better.
Like people just be blowing up out of nowhere on TikTok.
Or like the stuff that's hitting you, like for that For You page, it just works, bruh. Like when over there on, if you're over there on Instagram, it used to be better, but nowadays it's like half of it is sponsor posts, half of it is ads. Facebook, it's where Facebook's just trying to piss you off half the time. I swear to God.
Agreed.
Dude, if somebody like me, I go on social media just like for, I found that TikTok's good for music. It gives me so many music posts. I'll just see a million different musicians on there, so that's cool. And then also, I'm just cool with that and memes. You just give me that and then funny posts, and I'm good, man. I don't need a bunch of extra stuff. Whereas Facebook, it's constantly politics, constantly like divisive stuff.
That's the only reason why I fuck with Facebook is because of memes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like that.
That's literally what I get for like it. Man, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like I have like my Instagram is kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? But I have yet to. My Facebook is fucking hilarious, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, my Facebook is down like ignorant. Like, yo, I kid you
you
not,
sharing
bro,
memes on there?
Bro,
All memes?
I kid you not, bro. The shit on my Facebook, like, all right, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I you know, what's the longest you got blocked off Facebook?
Never. It's amazing to me because I've gotten like.
See,
I
shouldn't have said it. Now you're gonna get blocked. It's my fault. Damn. No,
I'm blaming you if it happens.
I bet I'm gonna take that. That's on me. That's on me.
Cool. I got somebody to blame.
I got banned for a year, bro. Like,
a year?
I kid you not. And
what did you do?
I don't even remember what the fuck I did, man. I do not even remember what the fuck I did. But what happened was, whatever I got blocked for, they was like, send us a picture of your ID, and then we'll reactivate your page. We're gonna make sure you're yourself, and blah blah. And I was like, no, that's stupid. And I wrote this long ass message, blah blah, talking shit to him. And then
I would too.
They just block the page or whatever, and then I'm like, fuck it, fuck Facebook. I'm on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, blah blah. Now I had a dog breeding business at the time or whatnot, so I did make a new page, but it was specifically for my dog breeding business or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even like the funny traction or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was, just getting on Instagram a lot, and then I was working out a lot too, so to like calm my nerve of not, the little slight addiction we all have to going on shit like that. But so what ends up happening is, it's going on for so long that I'm not even thinking about not having that Facebook or whatever. Now my Facebook was hooked up to my PlayStation, so every time I hop on the 4 or whatnot, I would see the silhouette of the Facebook thing, letting me know that the page is blocked or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It had, like I said, it was so long I wasn't even thinking about it. And then one day I hop on that thing and it's my Facebook profile, and I'm like, what? Stop playing, man. I log in on PlayStation and I grab my phone and I switch over accounts and shit. Like, let me find out, let me back on my page, bruh. Man, let me back on my page. I got live as hell. I'm like, oh shit, they fucked me up. They got me fucked up, bro. I'm finna get blocked again. Fuck you, bitches, man. and then I start scrolling and I start cracking the fuck up, and I'm like, man, damn, I forgot how funny this damn page was, bro. And I'm like, I ain't trying to get blocked, bro. Let me chill the fuck out, bro. And now and it's bad because it's like as soon as I said that, my page just start producing some of the most horrific shit ever. Like,
and you want so bad to share it.
Yeah, I want to share it. All I know they gonna get me. I'm gonna be the example. Nobody cares that this post has 11,000 shares already. They're gonna make an example out of my ass. That's what's gonna happen. I know it is.
It's gotta be. You know what my theory is? I think I've gotten because I don't know how I've done it. Like, I think it's the people in your friends list and like who reports you. Like, it's gotta be like you gotta have a narc or some bad apples in the friends list, and they're reporting you, and that's why. Like, that's why you're the example. Because I just used to add everybody. I still have tons of friends on Facebook. I'm amazed that like I've never, because I don't post like things that are like terribly offensive or controversial in my opinion. I just feel like I've done some things where like I can see how it would be misconstrued. That's how it always goes. You post like a picture of like spaghetti noodles looking sexual and you get banned for like a sexual post, bro.
Like, all right, so look, I know this one was a hating motherfucker that did this or whatever.
It always is.
But some of them it wasn't though. It just was like,
it was pretty bad.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I know my shit is horrible.
It's funny because you sound like some guy in rehab when it comes to your Facebook. You're like, yeah, I gotta take it easy.
Yeah, I was tripping. I know I'm tripping. Look, so the picture is
I can tell you still want to post these things.
Look, I was
still in you. It's not gone.
I'm like, I had this as my profile picture for so fucking long. How the fuck they gonna try to ban me for this shit now? I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up, bro. This is stupid. But the picture is funny because it's literally my life. But
what's the picture?
I'm about to get to that. So the picture though, it was from the meme originally was when bitches asks who the fuck do I think I am or whatever, right? And it's this dude with this big ass scepter walking and shit. And his dick is out. And there's like two girls carrying his dick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, King Dingaling, bitch. That's who the fuck I think I am. So I take the picture, make that my profile. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, everybody cracking the fuck. I'm like, oh, bro. And it's got two bitches holding you cold as hell, you the goat. This and the other, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Man, I had this shit was my profile picture for like 4 months.
King Dingaling?
Yeah, King Dingaling. You know what I'm saying? That's who the fuck I think I is and that I am. You feel me? God broke the mold when he made me. But, and then like 4 months later, I hop on and shit, they like, this post did not fit our community standards. And I'm like, what y'all complaining about now? I did say some shit yesterday that was crazy.
Always.
And I look at it, I'm like, the profile picture, bro, this has been there for the ever. Y'all some hoes, bro. I was so mad about that shit, man.
You know, like somebody's grandma.
Yeah, man, definitely, probably, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, a lot of the shit I be posting be horrible, man. Like, I got a fucked up sense of humor.
Probably get away with it on TikTok, man.
You probably could. You never know, Shawty. You never know.
I feel like when it comes to humor, I think that's a tough avenue to go down, especially in this day and age, man. It sucks because the funniest stuff is obviously the most offensive stuff. Like, I just don't care I don't care what people say or tell me. I know that the funny stuff is the most offensive thing.
It is. It's
the way it is, man.
It truly is. And that's the bad part, because it's like, and then the people want to be mad at you for finding it funny. And like, it's not that I'm a bad person. Like, it's certain stuff that it's certain stuff that I don't agree with. No.
Yeah.
But seeing it happen, I'm gonna crack the fuck up sometimes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then people will be like, that's not funny. You shouldn't. And I'm like, first of all, it's not like saying I'm gonna go do this shit. Goddamn, calm down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But in that moment of me seeing it, getting caught off guard, I cracked the fuck up. Yeah, like, come on now, this motherfucker just kicked that baby 100 yards.
A great example.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta laugh at that on rip. Whatever, you're an angry person, like me.
Bro, you see how far it flew? I'm saying. I mean, that's a lot of points. That's all I'm saying.
Like,
I mean,
facts, man. Like, but that man gonna kick the field goal anywhere like that.
I mean, check the pulse, but also check the score. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's who the Lions need.
Yeah.
The Lions need him.
But I think all good humor is in context, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, a good example of like that was a great example, or like in that movie, in Django Unchained, when you got all the Ku Klux Klan dudes arguing over like who made the hoods and like.
My wife spent all this time and all that criticize.
Yeah. Like, that's the best way you could approach.
Exactly.
Because that's, of course, it's not a funny topic.
Yeah, but like, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was funny. Come on.
And now. Also, I think that there's a reason that people laugh at those things. Like, it's important to find fun, like funniness and humor and joy in the negative things, because it almost is like it teaches you something about the way you can look at things. Like, you know, you can't just say that there are things we can't joke about. It's the way we joke about them. Of course, there's a disrespectful way to make a KKK joke,
you know what
but
I'm saying?
That's an example of a joke that works.
Yeah, like, so definitely, though, definitely. That's why like people were like, I was so confused about all the blowback with like. I mean, don't get me wrong, he won, so it don't really matter. But with the whole blowback with Dave Chappelle and all that jazz.
Oh, yeah.
Like he even said it in the stand-up, like, Twitter's not a real fucking place. I don't care about what the hell they gonna say about me. You know what I'm saying? And then what y'all do? Y'all, I can't believe this. Beating the fuck out of y'all.
I think they prove his point. I think it's almost like the genius of what he did.
Because and that's the bad part. Like, y'all literally are doing exactly what he said you're gonna do, because you want equal rights, but yet we can't talk about you like everybody else, because none of this energy was applied for none of the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he can joke about his Asian wife and his biracial children, why do you think you're gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna touch that area?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bro? No, we're gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh about that too, because he's right, and that shit was funny. The truth is hilarious a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth, and that's the funny truth about it, is that the truth is fucking hilarious. That's why you laugh, because you can relate. You know what I'm saying? You grasp it, you get it. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't laugh, you just didn't get the joke, which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But don't get mad at me, because I got the joke, motherfucker. You the one that's on the outside, not me. Come on now. You mad because we all laughing and you not. I don't see what's funny. Okay then. That's your fault, not I.
I think Dave Chappelle is playing like a whole like fourth dimensional chess when it comes to the way he does all that stuff, because he's always on the ball culturally, and he's been like that since day one.
Guys, man, it's crazy that you say that, bro. It is so crazy you say that, because I felt the exact same way. Like, I would remember he was before the current, you know, debacle or whatever, he was talking about how he had an issue with one of the, I forgot the lady name or whatever, but some lady at Comedy Central or whatnot, and I guess.
Yeah. Was this back in like 2004, 5 before he left?
It was before he left, but this was way after he left when he was talking about it.
Yeah,
because he was saying how I guess he was saying, like, you know, you can't say faggot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, oh, okay, why? And then he was like, because I just did a whole thing where I said nigger, 87 times. Like, what's the problem? She was like, well, Dave Chappelle, you're not gay. And then he's like, well, I can't remember her name, but, so we're going to call her Glenda. But he's like, Glenda, I'm not a nigger either. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about here? You know what I'm saying? And even in that moment, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, right? He was like, these are the reasons why, I left. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like be forgetting that, like, y'all make it seem like he's, it's the money and all that for him or whatever. No, he's about, you know what I'm saying, expressing himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have to, you don't have to, you don't have to like him, you know what I'm saying? But you can respect him the same way he respected you. Like, you got an opinion. Mama always says this shit to me when I was a kid. Like, everybody has an asshole and everybody has an opinion. You gonna be mad about somebody else's shit? You feel me? And I'm like,
yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I can't force you to, view it the way I want you to view it. You know what I'm saying?
I think, though, that lesson is really
where... you like Hitler or somebody.
Even then, though, you're not really forcing them. You're just really strongly convincing them, You got a really, really good offer going on. You're just laying it down in a really intriguing way. I mean, I'll say.
Genghis Khan did it. He did it. He won. He won one. He definitely was like, you know what? This is how I want all this is gonna be. If you don't listen to me, I'm gonna kill all y'all. You know what he did? He killed everybody.
Yeah.
And he died an old, rich, powerful man. So
I mean, he stuck to his word.
Shout out to the Khans.
Moral of the story: just be a man of your word, man.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna do it. If you're gonna say it, you gotta do it. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Either join me or I'm gonna rape and pillage your entire village. You ain't finna rape and pillage. I told you.
See what I mean? And it doesn't come off the same way if you say all that and then you don't go and do it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It's just the way it is. It's the way of the universe, man. Your words start to wear on people when you say them all the time, and then you don't go do your pillaging.
Facts, and that's why you don't go do your pillaging. Oh my God.
But
why did that just roll off your tongue so smooth?
Because it's the truth. The other thing I wanted to...
tired of you don't go off and do your pillaging.
Just go out and do it.
Do your pillaging.
I'm a motivational speaker on the side. That's what it is. But I was going to say, I think that right there, that lesson you just mentioned, is where I think you see that break. Mm-hmm. I think there are a lot of people who don't understand that just live and let live. Just like you see people, they don't enjoy something, whatever.
Right.
Like, let them not enjoy it.
Right.
Some people they want to dig in there. They see that and they're like, well, why do you like that? Why don't you like that?
Do it this way. And I'm like, but what they were doing was perfectly fine. It's not hurting you. Like, just let it go. It's okay. Like, some people genuinely forget that whole idea, and that should be crazy as hell. I don't be understanding that at all, bro. I be seeing that all the time, and I just be looking at people like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay if you just, like, don't bother them doing what the fuck they're doing. Like, it's gonna be all right. Like, I promise you, like, if you still do what you're gonna do before you did that, you're gonna be fine. Like, your world's not gonna be over, You're not gonna have, like, fucked up eggs for the rest of your life, I promise you. Like, oh my God, my eggs are runny every time now. You know what? It's because the way those motherfuckers were cooking that steak. I'm trying to tell you.
No, dude, it's fucking Dave Chappelle's fault.
Dave Chappelle, goddammit. You know, man, nobody told him to get up there in that damn green jumpsuit and say those jokes. like what? It don't even make sense now.
But I think it's like, and the way you describe it there, it's a good way to put it too, because it's almost, it really is internal.
Facts.
It's not the outside, it's the inside.
It's none of this shit that you see
the
on
way
the
that they're looking at things.
It's definitely, and it'd be like, what really grinds my gears.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
And you just gotta sit them down, and you gotta be like, yo, bro, just chill.
Like, it's cool, bro.
It's all right.
Like, no, man. Do you see how happy they is over there? I don't like it. Like, what?
I think that a lot of the stuff exposes itself. Like, I mean, I think we sort of got onto it with the whole comedy thing even. I think that when we started talking about that, it's like you'll see these examples of people who will come out and Dave Chappelle is like the perfect guy to go against the grain with all that, because he at least has the character to do so, whereas you'll see other comedians who will go through their own shenanigans and they don't have the same outcome. You'll see actors who will go through the same type of thing, where they said the wrong thing, or I feel like the bar has moved in a certain direction. And it's just at the detriment of everything. Like, it's at the detriment of a Dave Chappelle special where he talks about that, and now the whole topic of conversation isn't even necessarily about what he said. It's more about the character of Dave Chappelle. I think a lot of people get caught up in, oh, well, Dave Chappelle's a bad guy because he said all this.
Right.
Not even the actual meat of what he said. So that type of stuff is really the shame of it all to me. I think that an open environment, an open conversation is the best way. Like, everybody, just chill out. Don't overthink shit. It's just the way that life goes.
Facts.
Like, the more that you harp on these things, and it's also,
Facts.
a lot of it's presumptuous. A lot of it's based on, oh, he said that because he thinks this.
Right.
You don't know what he thinks.
You should go talk to him if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, because he even, like, said that. You know, like, we can sit down and have a conversation.
Well,
like,
you know what it was? He said that, and then they said, we'll meet with you, and then he said only under his terms. If you meet with me at my house, and well, no, I think he said they have to meet in front of an audience as one of his terms. Yeah. And they said no after that, because you already know that if Dave Chappelle meets with these people in front of an audience, he's gonna outclass them on every 100%, level.
And that's what they don't want, because then all their bullshit's gonna be like, it's too much bullshit to make clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make this pie look like anything else than a fucking pie. Like, this,
you can't polish a turd.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. You can try. Yeah. And make a bigger mess. That's all that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, all right, now look at it, and they're like, don't you see this wonderful masterpiece? Like, no, this is shit. Yeah. Spread out all over the wall.
It's fake business, man. It's fake business. Fake business is a big thing here now in 2021. I think most businesses, you probably look at the percentage of business that's fake business, probably half of it, honestly. Right. There's so much fake business out there. So I think that's like, the managers out here are fake business half the time. Like, we already got on to fake business. It's everywhere.
It's in and that's the crazy part, bro, because it's in everything. I never thought that it would be a day where I don't want to answer my phone because I don't know if it's a scammer calling. You know what I mean? Jesus. Like, it's so crazy how far that spreads into literally everything. Like, you ever get one of them inboxes where it's like, hi, I'm looking for a sugar baby. I want to pay you this, that, and the other for your allowance. And I'm like, yo, how many avenues do these motherfuckers have? Like, god damn. Yeah. This is crazy, bro. Like, yo, they call.
That's just a revenue stream right there. That's all that is.
I'm like, damn. Like getting over on people is the new American dream out front. Like, we ain't even hiding no more. This is what we really been doing the whole time. Is you with us or not, my guy? We get over on folks. Like, damn. Y'all ain't even trying to dress it up no more. Just at least make it look like Wolf of Wall Street shit. This is just, I can see the bullshit here. Like, nigga, I can see you. I can see you telling me some dumb shit. Like, fuck it, And then, I'm childish, so I'm going to play with the motherfuckers back. Like, oh, yeah, I've always wanted to be a sugar babe. Send me some pics, sugar mama. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you get some good stuff out of that.
You never know, because a motherfucker will genuinely try their hardest for the longest, and I'd be like, yo, you have no life. You have to have no life to do this. Like, I can't imagine. Like, don't get me wrong, not knocking anybody that's, living comfortably off your scams. Do whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But if, like, unless you, like, blue collar or something, you know what I'm saying? You got, like, some big money going on. Like, you day to day, you know what I'm saying, $50 here and there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I commend you, bro. Like, you're a fucking sociopath for one. Like, let's just get that out the way, bro. Like, anybody that can sit up and deal with that, living that long, like, you're a fucking sociopath, man. Like, you need to go join the CIA because you're wasting your potential. You're wasting your fucking potential. You can go ahead and do your country proud. But
the level of dedication there really is unparalleled.
Bro, it is crazy, bro. I was watching this one where the motherfuckers caught it was a I think she was like a lieutenant or a captain or something or whatnot, and she just so happened to be like she was the head of like whatever like fraud division or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And then she's like, when she get the call or whatever, she like puts her other phone up and she like recording herself and shit. She's like, yeah. And then she was like, they're like, yeah, we had some charges on your thing. We want to make sure that this and we're talking to the right person so we can help remove those off of those. And she was like, oh yeah, of course. What do you need? What do you need? You know, and then like, and her whole point of the video was to show you what you should be saying to these individuals or whatever. And she's like, basically, well, can you tell me what the charges were? And then he was like, well, I can't just, I have to. Then they responded like, well, I have to verify that it's you before I give your information out. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, you guys know it's me. You guys called me. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, she playing the whole coolest role and shit. And then she was like, how did she? What did she do? Because so the dude started threatening her or whatever. Like, well, ma'am, if you don't cooperate with us, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to let these go through as fraudulent charges, and then you're gonna have to deal with the police or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And then she's like, oh, that's fine. We can do that. We can do that right now. And then so he gets his supervisor, and his supervisor is saying the same shit, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, okay, great. That's awesome, because it just so happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, my friend is a police officer or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'll go get him right now, like, so we can actually, you know, do this here. This is great. This is awesome, you know what I'm saying? And then at that point, that's when they realized, like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying, we got one of them, you know what I'm saying, because at that point then, because I think they like either just hung up immediately or something like that or whatnot, but that was the whole point. And I'm like, you could, like, they really was trying, like, you could have hung up so fucking long, like, all right, this is done, come on, next person. No, you kept that narrative going, like, this is a story, we stick to it, you know what I'm saying, no matter what you do, don't break character. Yeah. Go. Dude, are you fucking serious? It's not that serious, bro. It's not that. This one dude hit me up talking about my YouTube views or whatever. He was like, yeah, man, you can I can get your views up and this, that, and the other.
Any music artist is familiar with these messages.
And I'm like, and then the crazy part is, so he like screenshots me some of my songs from like 2-3 years ago or whatever. He was like, yeah, we can get these up, man, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm straight, bro. If you're going to try to do this, at least, you know, do, you know, some more of my recent music, not something from, you know, a while ago, bro. Like, come on now. And then he was like, it doesn't matter. He said some shit like, it doesn't matter. Your subs are still low, and so you need me. I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. And then he
dissed you right away.
He's like, your subs are low, and you're saying that you're good. And he ha ha ha. And I was like, and then however he wrote it was stupid. I'm like, damn, you can't spell it. That's horrible, my guy. Like, I don't think you in the right profession and shit. And then he like, I kid you not, bro. This shit went so left so fast. He was like, go to bed and go fuck yourself. And if you don't fuck yourself right, call me and I'll fuck yourself for you. And then he blocked me. Like, he blocked me. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? You inboxed me. Like, I didn't even start this conversation off, bro. That's one thing about the music industry that oh my God, like,
snakes everywhere.
So fucking much. Like,
there's snakes in the grass.
At least during, you know what I'm saying, once upon a time ago, you knew that the industry was just only snakes. Now it's just regular niggas behind the desk.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
they're everywhere.
Let's do this too. Everybody's doing it. Why not? Let's get some of this dumb nigga money. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo. Like, bro.
It's scary.
Like, stop inboxing with this bullshit, bro. Like, and it'd be so fucking funny because, you know, every once in a while I be bored. So I'm entertaining and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then it just be mind-boggling how far they gonna push that narrative, tell you, you know what I'm saying, how, like, yeah, like, we can do this, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just need you to send this payment here, you know what I'm saying, and we can get started. And I'm like, oh, okay. I really don't like using digital currency. Like,
yeah,
where are you? I have the cash on me, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like, on some petty shit. And then I'm like, bro, I'm not finna lie to you, bro. I got the money, man. You trying to call me broke, bro? And I like send a video of me counting like 5,000 real fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got this, bro. Like, now tell me where you at so you can take my money. Like, I'm saying this shit to him, bro. And he's like,
that's really funny. You're like getting aggressive in the video.
Yeah, I'm getting aggressive.
Bro, I got money right here, bro. Right here, bro.
Take my money, bro.
Take my money, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I just can't load a car, bro. He was like, bro, just go to a store. You just load it. I'm like, bro, I'm not comfortable doing that, bro. I'm shy in public, bro. That's why I just want to meet with you just by yourself. Don't bring any friends. Like I'm saying,
that is funny.
That's because I'm bored. Because I'm like, you inboxing me, bro. Like,
so I got a YouTube channel that I think you're gonna like. There's this guy who does this exact thing, and I was gonna bring it up, but the fact that you do that makes it even better.
Man,
it's what you're describing, man. These guys are so persistent.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Like you said hours. You can string them for days. And there's this guy who's a streamer, and I forget his name, but if you just look up like phone scammer prank, like even that, you'll end up finding him pretty quick. He's one of the more popular channels, and he's got so many videos where if you watch his stream, it's uncut. You'll see literally 6 hours he'll be on the phone one day. Next day, dude calls back, 6 more hours. And like he's playing a grandma, so he's got a voice changer on his computer, and he's like,
oh yeah, he had
I don't know how to click this right here, and he'll waste their time. He'll do so many different things. Like there's so many different creative ways that you can mess with these people. And the craziest part is, like you just said, the extent to which they stick to the plot, they stick to the storyline, like. Even after, because he'll scam the scammers is often what he'll do. He'll he'll have a program that like, he'll string them along for 10 hours and then he'll make it look like he just sent their money the wrong place. So like now the scammer's freaking out because they don't have the money and the money's gone, and that's like, so he'll prank them back and waste their time. And the ultimate goal there is just to waste their time so they're not scamming an actual person.
Right. Now,
but like, it also puts exposure on it because it's like, that's what you do. Only thing you can do is just respond to them the right way. You know that you know what to look out for, and they're gonna call you. They're gonna like, it's a lot of them are like viruses on your computer and type things, where you'll just like, he'll always play stupid. He'll end up going along with it, and you'll go on for hours where it's just like, oh, well, I don't know if I should send you this money. Are you sure? And they're like, oh, yes, I'm sure you should send me the money. Just go ahead and click right there, and then everything is good. Everything like they'll talk her through it, her. It's a dude.
Right.
But they'll talk you through it. Like and he's playing an old woman. So you're seeing it firsthand just how they'll prey on people. I mean, I think there's different levels of scams. Because that is like the tier. And I think it was the same dude I'm talking about. He had a video where he like went full like ham on those dudes. He went ham. He had a whole thing where he's talking about they're located in this place in India. They had their own building. It was like 10 dudes who were all in one room, and their whole job is to scam people. But so we're talking like not just like rogue scammers. We're talking like corporate scams going on.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy, because now that's like, fuck trying to,
It's like industrialized.
Like fuck trying to, start a career, follow your dreams. And I'm like, no, we can rip people off for a living, guys.
Yeah.
Like, really? Like, that's a thing? Like, yes, it's been a thing. Like, we get on this damn bandwagon, bro. Like, this is the winning team.
But this is what I'm saying. There's
crazy.
Different levels. Like, that, yes. I don't respect that. Like, when it comes to the dude who's just hitting you up, trying to scam you for, like, a cartoon promo, like, yo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've seen that one too many times to count.
Dog, I swear, G, that irks my. I'd be like, yo, how the fuck does this? Like, don't none of y'all think that it's a lot of y'all using the same thing?
It's so randomly specific,
Like, don't none of y'all feel that way? Like, all right, maybe they caught on to this one. Let's switch it up. You know what I'm saying? No, they gonna make another page. I'm like, yeah, man, if you need a cover art, let me know, man. I gotta do tunes and all that stuff. I got you.
Yeah, there's so many of them. If anything, it's just an oversaturated.
Yeah, man. That's what you gotta say. Some crazy shit. Like, all right, bro, I need to cover art a dog butt fucking a dragon, my nigga.
That's what I do.
Like, if you give me that, bro, everything bro. I've been trying to use that shit for the longest, bro. You gotta say some crazy shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They be like, blah, but I need you to like sketch me something real fast, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you give me that dog fucking that dragon? Can you give me that dog fucking that dragon? You know what I'm saying? They like that's the only way that it is worth it for me, because I'd be like, God damn it, I don't feel like blocking all these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, archive, or, you know what I'm saying, just leaving the, because, I be having bad anxiety about notifications. I don't know if you feel like that, but
I don't like them.
Yeah. Like it's just like, and like, it's one thing to have to ignore it and you just constantly look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, okay, the
It's like clutter.
The scale is kind of huge at work because I'm like looking like in this corner right here. But you get what I'm saying. You just constantly scrolling. You want to do whatever you're doing on your phone, and you just see it. And you're like, oh fuck, and you want it cleared because like, why is it still there? And I know what it is. I know it's a stupid ass motherfucker there. Like, so I'm like, if you don't bother me this much, where I gotta go to clear this notification out, I'm finna have some fun with this, man. Like, what's your wife like? You know what I'm saying? I gotta have some fun with this shit, man, because shit. You on some bullshit? I'm about to be on some bullshit too. Let's see who got more bullshit going on, because I'm generally just bored here. You know what I'm saying? You have an initiative. You want to get some money at the end of the day. Me myself, I want to see how much stupid shit you're gonna respond to. Like,
I think that's the fun. I mean, like, because for me, it's like, it's justifiable because they're scams. Mm-hmm. That's why it's okay, too. Because otherwise, it's like, man, I'm just kind of wasting this dude's time. But, like,
but that's the thing. You're wasting a bad person's time. Yeah. Just trying to get over on somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this. Like, all right, if you saw somebody that's trying to, sell you a decent product, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you have no intention of buying this product. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste that person's time. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. That's an asshole move. But if you genuinely be like, oh, you're one of those guys, I know that doesn't work, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. You like stealing people money, huh? All right, let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm finna pay you in pennies. You know what I'm saying? And the pennies are Chuck E. Cheese coins.
The cash thing is really funny, because that one, you would believe that somebody's ignorant enough to just not even realize, like, the dude's halfway across the country. Right. So, like, the scammer's over there thinking, God, like, they're willing to send me money. They just... Like, his brain's going wild because he really thinks he hooked you, like, but he just can't get you to send the... And that's when it's really fun, is when you got him hooked.
I'll say some crazy shit like, yeah, man, IRS on my ass, bro. I can't fuck with no digital currency, bro. If I load it somewhere, they gonna take it, my guy. But I got it, though. I got it. Can you pull up on me? You said Apple Pay. I ain't even got an iPhone, my guy.
Bro, this is a burner phone. What
you talking about, bro? Like, the Obama joints. I still got mine. I still got mine, bro. I never. What you mean, man? Trapping off the Obama joint. You know what I'm saying? I might gotta hang up in a minute because my minutes finna go out. Say some crazy shit like that, bro. It should be lit.
Bro, this Nokia can last through anything, I swear to
God. No cap, bro.
If you had a Nokia from 2008, that thing's probably still in the same condition.
Hey, look, no, all facts. I had this Boost phone once upon a time. I'm cheap as hell. That's how that's how I keep my money. But whatever. So it never stopped.
That's the only way.
Facts. True story. I don't care what nobody told you. You know what I'm saying? Image is one thing, but you know what I'm saying, you want to have it, not look like you have it.
If you don't know, now you
know. You know what I'm saying? But I had this Boost phone. It was a Juno, and bro, when I tell you, this phone done been through fucking hell and back. I done ran this phone over. I done got in a water fight with this phone where the fucking bucket of water is being thrown on me, and the phone is in my hand. And I use the phone as a shield.
No.
Like literally, bro. Like I done used the phone as a shield and shit. Like I done did the most of this phone and it still was ticking. Like the only reason I had to switch out or whatever finally and get an upgrade was because I had I started my dog breeding business and I needed to, post better or whatever for, those references only and shit. I had to, post off.
Can't do that from a brick phone. Can't do it from a brick.
At all. That was the only thing. It was money involved. And I'm like, damn it. And there was one of those situations where you had to spend a little money to make some money, So eventually, you know what I'm saying, you can only be so cheap. But you can stay cheap. You can definitely be frugal as hell. It's hard, but it's about balance, though. You definitely got to have a little balance to it and shit, man.
Well, when it comes to, like, social media nowadays, it's like you can't not have a smartphone. It kind of sucks.
I swear, bro. That's just how it is.
Ain't no way around it. No, it's like, it's kind of like we were saying before about, like, managers and blah, blah, blah. There's, like, a certain standard nowadays that, like, if you're just a regular dude who's thinking old school, you're not even going to hang. You just can't do it. You need either a team or you need to be on that level. You just can't. Yep. And that level requires a freaking smartphone. I guess it does.
It does. It definitely does. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that can be at your handheld, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing like we was talking about earlier, how they make everything so much easier now. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point in time, you had to go to the, you know what I'm saying, you had to at one point in time, you had to take a tape to the DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, that had to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Eminem was still handing out CDs when he got discovered. I know that. There's that whole story about how Dre found him through a mixtape.
Man, same situation with Dolph, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Dolph and shit, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was, one of his boys was talking about how they passed out, like, probably, like, 40,000 of his fucking CDs.
Wow.
And then, like, this is all building up his fucking, his not clientele, his fan base and shit. And, like, a bunch of motherfuckers threw them bitches on the ground or whatever. He said they went back the next day, picked them bitches back up and handed them back out again. You know what I'm saying? So, by the time he first had his for real first show, like, the crowd knew who the fuck he was. You know what I'm saying? They was singing along on the song. It was crazy because I remember Dolph talking about in an interview how he was like, I got paid $5,000 for my first show. And he was like, I took the money that the promoter gave me the money and shit. I went out on stage and I threw the money in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I always like worked and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like even now, you know, you can literally, if you wanted to, you can record, mix, post, stream, sell your music, all that over your phone, just that alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you wanted to get the raw essentials done, where you wanted a song, a beat downloaded, recorded, and then, you know, you could throw a little cover art together on your phone if you wanted to, boom, 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 upload it your damn self. They have so many different options, whether it's DistroKid, TuneCore, United Masters, whatever you're using. I got DistroKid. I fuck with United Masters, but their app kept being all choppy and shit, so I switched over to DistroKid and shit. But there's so many different options. You can literally do all of that shit off your fucking phone, no problem at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part, like how easy yet hard it is now. Because I mean, it's easier to do it, but it's so easy now. Everybody has that availability, so you have to work that much harder to get noticed, to get, you know what I'm saying, to get bigger and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, okay, I'm this person doing the same thing, this person doing the same thing. How are you different? How are you special? You know what I'm saying? How do you, what's the thing about you that makes you pop? You know what I'm saying? Like, even with, like the freshman class where, like, these, like the wildest freshman class to me was the one with, like, Lil Yachty and 21 Savage and shit, you know what I'm saying? Lil Uzi Vert and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had the most diverse fucking class, in my opinion. Shit, they had Dave East and Lil Dicky in that same fucking class.
What year was that, you said?
What was this?
2018? Lil Dicky? I'm trying to remember. I think it was 2019, 2018.
One of them two. Because I know the one right before that was...
maybe 2019.
What's my man's...
X?
Black Spider-Man.
Lil Yachty?
No, he's a... Oh, because I know... Because I'm trying to remember... No, he's a light-skinned dude, but he look white. But he always talk about how he's mixed. I can't think of his name. Logic.
Oh, of course.
Logic was a part of the freshman class the year before them. So it might have been like 18. It might have been 2018 or something like that. I feel
maybe
like
even earlier.
Maybe.
Logic was the same year as Hobson. I remember that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it might have been early. It might have been a little earlier.
That was like probably 2014, 15. Like back when Hobson was really popping.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So definitely I'm about to see what year or that. What year.
Yeah, those ciphers are a whole thing of their own. They're a whole thing of their own. I don't know who it was this year. I think I might have missed it, to be honest. Now I think about
2016.
2016?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who was it?
Savage. Shit. It was oh yeah, I forgot he was even there. It was 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Dicky, Dave East, Denzel Curry, Designer, remember Designer? G Herbo, Lil Yachty, and Anderson, the one dude that's been doing them songs with Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah. He dope too.
Yeah, that's a lineup right
there.
Yeah,
it is. And to be honest with you, the majority of them is still current. Like,
that was what year?
2016.
Wow, yeah, that was pretty solid.
That was 2016. And they definitely was lit. Like, Lil Yachty still popping, 21 Savage still popping, Kodak Black still popping, Lil Uzi Vert still popping, Lil Dicky still popping. Dave East fell off a little bit, but he definitely had his moment. And the only one I would say is Designer. Punda.
Yeah.
Definitely Designer.
Yeah, I remember
Herbo, he blew up. Herbo blew up, you know what I'm saying?
Designers like that. Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, the dude that everybody thought was Future.
Yeah.
For the longest, bro, I was like, hold on. I think everybody did it. I'm like, wait, that's not Future singing this song? It was like, no, nigga, this is. And then you see who he is, and you're like, whoa, my God, bro. And then he was like 17, 18 years old. Like,
really?
Yes, like, because I remember...
I thought he was older than that.
Nope.
No way.
I swear, because after he blew up, he posted him going to prom.
Wow.
Yep, that's how I knew how young he was.
Kanye knows how to pick him, man.
You know what I'm saying? And this was after this is after it blew up, went worldwide, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Matter of fact, I think this was even. Remember when he did the cause his do you remember the Timmy Turner?
Oh yeah.
Kill everybody walking. Dude, I think this was right after that when I seen him post him going to prom and shit. He went, retarded Maybach. I think it was either a Maybach or a Phantom, one of the two. But it was dope though. You know what I'm saying? He went retarded or whatnot.
Well, I mean, I would too if I was a designer and I was 18.
You know what I'm saying? 18, you 17, 18 years old. You got one of the biggest songs in the country. Let's go buy a gold elephant. Real.
I can't remember what kind of happened with him. It really did just kind of fall off.
He was one of those, he was one of those.
He's like the only one from that class, though.
Yeah, besides the Denzel Washington dude. I don't really know who that is.
Denzel Washington? I think that's the actor. Did you say Denzel Curry?
Oh, Denzel Curry. Yeah, my bad. I did say Washington.
Funny mix-up, dude.
See?
I was thinking, what movies is he in?
I was just going to say, like, damn, that's the name you choose to use as your rap name? Denzel Washington? Those are some big shoes, guys.
Yeah.
Shit. That's just like me saying, like, yeah, I'm Snoop Dogg. What? What are you doing?
At least be like Denzel Washington 2
or something. Yeah, but like, it's just a gimmick that you're doing or something. You might get sued, but whatever, as long as you blow, that's
Denzel Curry. I've heard that name. I've heard it around.
I have not.
You have not? I might have heard it once, but I was going to say... that was like, I remember one of the first years that
that's
they really...
That's stupid, right? So I hate the way fucking this shit works, because I've just told you, I've never heard this man, right?
Yeah.
Why I put in DENZ in my YouTube search, that's the first name that pop up.
What, Denzel Curry?
Denzel Curry, out of nowhere, out of fucking nowhere. I've never looked this man up.
Because the phone wants to make you feel a fool, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's trying to make you feel, like, trying to make you go, what? Trying to make you feel like you're out of the loop.
Man, he definitely has some popular songs.
I think he is out there. I think he is a little popular. I think he's one of those more experimental rappers, from my understanding.
Yeah.
I think he's one of those more, like, psychedelic, trippy kind of sounds.
The earliest thing I can see on his page... No, this is a feature, actually. This is a feature.
Was he the guy who did the Rage Against the Machine cover? Pretty sure that was him. Pretty sure Denzel Curry did a cover of Killing in the Name of, and it was on that one channel that does the different versions of, like they'll do like a version.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure
his biggest song, I'm guessing this is the one that blew him up, was 3 years ago, or it blew up 3 years ago. I'm not sure. It's called Clout Cobain.
Is he the one that? Yeah, he's the guy with the TikTok song that went, I am the one, the only one that I'm gonna get the one. Yeah, that's him.
Wow.
That's him.
I never knew that. I never looked into that song. That's
how I found out about him, actually, now that I think about it. Because I knew his name sounded familiar. That's gotta be him. But yeah, so even him, dude, had like a stamp on hip hop post that XXL cipher.
That's dope.
Yeah, they really. I think that was the last year.
I like how we just figured it out.
Yeah, for real.
Because I'm like,
we figured out live.
I'm like, Denzel Curry. I have never heard of this guy, and then boom.
That song in particular, it was really popular at one point in time.
I still see it during in certain little memes and shit like that, where shit being smooth, and then you got me fucked up. I know You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's always getting like knocked out or something outrageous is always happening. As soon as that beat kick in right there and shit, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious what the fuck he was saying.
I think it's like at least that part is I am the one, the only one, don't need a gun to get the funds, and then something else. I know it's something like that.
Shit, dog. Hell no.
I love it.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
I love it because I like artists like that are like almost taking hip hop and just bending it a little bit. Like they're just blending it with something else.
That's what people always need to remember, that like hip hop never started out as just this one lane. No. You know what I'm saying? It literally came from blues. So it started off as a whole nother thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, of course it's gonna evolve. It's not supposed to stay like it's always gonna be a lane for whatever you like in hip hop, you know what I mean? But it's never gonna stay stagnant and be just this one thing. That's why people like I appreciate some old heads that be like, you know, like let the youngins do what they doing. You know what I'm saying? I hate the ones that just be like, oh yeah, that's not real hip hop. But who the fuck are you to like? Who gave you the keys of the all creation of fucking hip hop, my guy? Because last time I checked my phone, at one point in time, your ass was just starting out too. Like get the fuck out of here. Like people be killing me with that shit, bro. That's one of the reasons why like. I got so much love for Snoop Dogg and shit because that's my favorite rapper of all time, Snoop Dogg and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people, especially like from my era, you know what I'm saying, they like, you know, Biggie or Pac and shit. It was always Snoop Dogg for me and shit. But that's one of the reasons why I got so much respect for him, because he always like fucks with the younger crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't just be like, you know, not to throw
Snoop streams video games.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Smoothest. That's the exactly my point. Fucking example. You know. What
he had I think he did like a podcast or like radio. Like he had that show. I don't know if you ever saw. I'm sure you did if you're a fan of Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He did that. He did that talk show or whatever on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And that was before anybody. It was way ahead of its time, if you ask me.
Yeah, agreed.
It was before any rappers were really getting into that.
Before,
kind of stuff.
Exactly.
But that's what you're saying. He's really down with the movement. You know, whatever's going on.
He was having like rappers come on. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember he was he was saying how it was an episode where he was talking to Ray J. It was an episode he was talking to Ray J and shit. I love this fucking
What was that show called? Do you remember?
I think it was something G something or something, I think. I don't know, I'm gonna have to double check.
But he had Ray J on.
But he was talking to Ray J and shit, and it cracked me the fuck up because this nigga Ray J got high as hell. You know what I'm saying? And like, I forgot what the fuck we was talking about, but it was just the fact that, you know, he was able to, like, even Snoop coming from the time he came from, you know what I'm saying? He's able to adapt in today's age, you know what I'm saying? Like, Snoop always was able to just do some cool shit that kept, and it was like accidental, and that just made him relevant still, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he started the show with fucking Martha Stewart, come on, bro. And then they used to do the memes like, one of these people is a convicted felon, and it's not the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the pure fucking comedy, and it was beautiful. And she was all for the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that is so fucking fire, bro. That's one thing like about Snoop that I fucks with, because he understands like shit's gonna, you know, evolve. Either you get with it or get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be, and you know, like you can.
I think the way he handled Wiz Khalifa is a good example too.
Oh yeah.
Because he could have totally taken. Oh, you're good.
Yeah, he
could have taken Wiz Khalifa as like competition. Like, oh, this guy's in my lane. But he almost took him under his wing.
Facts. And it's crazy how he said that they even met up, because like he was saying how his son was like, Pops, this who you need to link with. And it's crazy because years before, on Wiz YouTube channel, he's starting to get big or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was saying, like, Snoop, link up with me, bro. Like,
well, he had to be a big inspiration.
Like, oh, yeah, definitely. Like, bro, if you somehow see this, bro, like, get in contact with me, bro. Like, link with me, bro. We need to link. And then Snoop was saying how, like, he was like, no, my son put me on Wiz, bro. Like, my son was listening to him. He was like, Pops, this the dude you need to listen to, bro. And when they finally collabed, bro, that was like fucking, like,
what was the song? They had a big song together.
They got a few. They got a few. Of
course they do.
Because, you know, they did that movie together.
Yeah.
And whatnot. fucking high school and shit. And
Mac and Devin.
Mac and Devin go to high school.
Yeah.
Mac and Devin go to high school. They got fucking French in Hell. They got Young Wild and Free.
Young Wild and Free was the big one with Bruno. Yeah.
I smoked that good. That's my favorite. That Good by Snoop. And bro, I kill Wiz part. That was one of my shit. I get lit like motherfucker. I smoke like 3-4 joints and then play that shit. Like I play French in Hell, then play That Good right after. And now I skate through Wiz part because that's my shit. Every single motherfucking time, hook, line, and sinker, no fuck ups. Like that's my joint. And that and I fuck with Talent Show too. Talent Show was dope. Like the way that nigga Wiz skated that one was smooth as hell. But I really fucked with that, bro. Like when I first saw them link up, it was like the creation of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
They're meant for each other, man. They're meant for each other. Like there's no other combination when you say Snoop Dogg and when you say Wiz Khalifa
you know
and.
What I'm saying? Like I was like, yo, bro, thank God this happened, man. Like you literally got one of my favorite newer artists and my favorite artist of all time doing music together. This is lit. This is the shit, bro. No kizzy, bro. Like it
and it shows how awesome. In touch Snoop Dogg is. Like you're saying,
you know what I'm saying. He never was one of those motherfuckers that's not trying to learn. Still, you know what I'm saying. Definitely.
Even now, man. Like
even now,
if you watch him in interviews,
so great.
He's a really open-minded guy. I think that's what sets him apart from. That's what makes him like you're saying, the old head that can still roll with everybody. Is like and his music hasn't changed. At all. If you listen to his sound, the exact same.
Yep,
and I mean that in a good way.
Nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, he done tried out some shit. Like, I even fucked with his reggae album.
Snoop Lion.
You know, Snoop Lion, no kizzy, bro. I fucked with his reggae album, you know what I'm saying? When he did that whole reincarnation situation, like, there was a fucking documentary, or is that considered autobiography?
He did do a movie, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And it was on Netflix or whatever. I used to just smoke and watch that shit. It was fucking, beautiful. Like, I want to go to Jamaica because of Snoop. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to Jamaica.
Wasn't that what it was, a product of him going to Jamaica?
Yeah. He went to Jamaica. That's where he got the name Snoop Lion from or whatever. That's what they named him there. So that's why he was like, all right, I'm going to, adapt this and I'm going to do a fucking album, a reggae album. I want to get down to where it came from and shit. He went to where Bob Marley was from, like where he used to, hang out and play and shit. Like that's where he went. The motherfuckers that knew him as a kid, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that knew who he looked up to and shit like that. Like he went there. He went through the slums, bro. It was crazy. To this day, it's this argument that happened he diffused his little issue. To this day, I still don't know what the fuck this man was saying. But he got hype as fuck out of nowhere. Then Snoop, calmed him down. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill, bro. Like, here, smoke some of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, relax. And I think that's what it was about. I think the dude was mad because, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't really a part of the good times, enjoying everybody good time and shit. He cut the fuck up. Because, because they was explaining how their area where they were at, I don't want to speak for all of Jamaica, I don't want to accidentally offend nobody, but, the area that they were at, when they smoke for, it's not just get high, it's more of a spiritual thing, They're getting themselves connected, with their deity to the earth, blah, 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 et cetera, and whatnot. And so it was more of a, for him to not be welcomed, he took offense to that, And then Snoop was explaining, like, it's not that, anybody trying to hold you. I'm just over here sharing with my these like my brothers, I'm just over here sharing with them, You can definitely come in, I was just, showing my love with them, Let me show my love with them and I can show my love with you afterwards, Ain't no issue, And dude, like, my bad, hit the weed and everything was smooth afterwards, It was like, just watching that shit, it was crazy because he had Daz come to go down there with him and shit. And like Daz's nephew died while he was down there. He got like the call while he was down there, found out and shit. That was fucked up. And it was just a lot. And I loved that whole aspect of him trying to still grow. And it was funny because he was saying like what made him want to go to like an evolving stage in life was mainly because he had he was saying like I know Obama want me to sing perform at the White House, but think about it. What the fuck can I perform? You know what I'm saying? He was like, I don't really got happy music like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my music about pimping hoes, bitches, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Getting some money, beating nigga ass, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I've been for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want to make some happy music. You know what I'm saying? That was his thing about it. And I was all fucking for it because, shit, you live a life that he lived and make it to that mental. You know what I'm saying? Not even that age, but to live long enough to mentally evolve into that form is dope. So, you know, I was never one of the people, because everybody that was talking down on him, I understand that shit. I'm like, what you want dog to stay, you know what I'm saying, like, simple-minded, where, you know, that's his only bag, you know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense. Like, you made it out. You're rich now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should make happy music. You know what I'm saying? Like, You're not worrying about where the next meal gonna come from, how you gonna pay this bill, you know what I'm saying? You pay your shit up, you know what I'm saying, probably years in advance. You literally don't even have to see those type of bills, you know what I'm saying? The type of bills you see is probably dealing with, like, businesses that you're invested in, you know what I'm saying? Like that's an immaculate life to live. Write some music about that, of course. That's what I'm waiting on Rod Wave to do, man, because he's still depressed, and I'm just wondering, like, what are you doing wrong? Like, how do you...
Who did you say?
Rod Wave. Like, don't get me wrong. I fuck with Rod Wave. I love Rod Wave's music. But I want to hear some happy music from Rod Wave now, because I'm like, my nigga, you can't keep telling me about how you don't trust this bitch and this person betrayed you and all that stuff and blah, blah, blah.
Sounds like he's got to go to Africa.
Or something, man. Like, fuck, bro. Like, goddamn, man. Like, you made it. You made it. You rich as hell. All the things you was working for, you made it. You one of the hottest artists in the world.
You know what? He's probably like, he's probably just like, he's stuck on that, because now that he's famous, it's like his life's all different. Right. So what's he gonna do? Rap about being famous?
Yes. Figure it out how to work it. Figure it out how to.
It's a hard thing to do.
It is. It is one of those things.
Without sounding like an asshole.
Oh yeah. Facts. It's definitely easier said than done. And I want to hear it from him, because I think he has it in him, and I think he's gonna make some amazing music coming from a positive perspective and shit. But because, man, it's funny, because that's what he's known for. He's known as the, you know, doing the sad rappers and shit. I saw this one post of this dude. He like inboxed him and then like screenshot his inbox talking to him. He was like, bro. Now, Rod Wave didn't like see it or respond or nothing, but this is what he said to him on his Instagram. He was like, man, why the fuck you make this beautiful ass sad shit, man? You got me off to drive motherfucking car off the goddamn cliff, man. I'm sick of tired of these motherfuckers doing me wrong, dog. I was like, y'all gotta get off this guy, bro. Man, that shit. But no, don't cap, bro. That should be hilarious.
Some people,
man.
too, it's just easier for them to make the negative art, man. Like, it might be hard for him to make a happy song. It might not be easy.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm not. It's tough. Like, if I were trying to write a love song, I could do. But if I were trying to write a, like, you know, everything's chill, everything's all good. Like, it's kind of hard to write that type of thing.
See, I can, only because I can pull from it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't rich at all. You know what I'm saying? But I am in a more comfortable position than I once was. And because of that, you know what I'm saying, I can talk about that vibe that I get, you know what I'm saying, where I'm chilling, my kids running around the house and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm smoking, I'm watching TV, you know what I'm saying? That thick ass bitch walk by, I smack her in the ass and shit, ask for actually make me a steak and eggs and real fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally a nigga life. You feel me? So I can pull from that, because I made it through the bullshit where, you know what I'm saying, I was hustling, doing what I had to do to, you know, fucking survive and shit, you know what I'm saying, going through trials and tribulations. Like, I made it over them hurdles. I crossed that finish line, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a whole different league in this race. This race is totally different, you know what I'm saying? I can definitely pull from it, but like, I get it. Like, certain people, you do get used to it, you know what I'm saying? Then once you get used to it, you get comfortable, and then, you know, nobody wants to step out of their comfort zone for real. You know what I'm saying? If you can have it all happen in your comfort zone, who wouldn't want that?
But you gotta be real. You know?
Facts.
Like, I think somebody. People made fun of him for it, and I when I heard the line, I didn't know that people were teasing him about it, so I just heard it and thought it was dope.
Who?
When J. Cole said in his song, I never thought I'd be drinking almond milk.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I heard that line, I was like, bruh, that's some real shit right there.
It is. Facts, bro.
Like, bro, I never thought I'd be drinking almond milk either, bro.
I don't drink regular milk now. No bullshit. I stopped drinking whole milk.
That's what I was thinking when I heard that line. Is like, what a relatable thing to say. Facts, but like,
I never thought I'd be drinking almond milk. Like, yeah, bro. I never even imagined this life. I never even imagined that life where I'm like, even though like, yeah, you know, the healthier shit does cost more. I'm like, yeah, buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, finna. No, you know what I'm saying?
Almond milk's better for you, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it don't even taste bad.
I don't drink pop. I drink water all the time.
Yeah.
Which is a fact, by the way. You know.
But rap about that shit.
Drink your water. You know.
Rap about that water.
Yeah, you know.
H2O. That's the cool shit.
That's crazy. I got that in one of my songs that I'm finna drop soon.
What? That you're hydrated?
Yeah. That's hydrated. Yeah. It's like I say some shit like I said alkaline water. All I sip, my cup is not dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a fact. Like
yeah.
Like I don't sip lean. I ain't gonna fake the funk and pretend like I do.
I'm the same way. Or if I am, I'm being like sarcastic.
Yeah.
But the only way I'm gonna say that in the song is if I'm being like tongue in cheek.
If it's obvious a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously I was playing. Come on now.
Yeah.
Jackass. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like for real, like that's one thing. Like I think people need more of. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to music, like you need more people to let other motherfuckers know, because there's people out there that will relate, just like there's other people out there that can relate with the struggle and shit like that. Like there's people out there that can relate with the basic things in life, you know what I'm saying, that you overthink, you know what I'm saying, like, well, I don't even be partying like that, you know what I'm saying, I like to, you know, hanging. That's where how Lil Dicky blew up the way he did, you know what I'm saying? Because he has that. He's able to rap about the average guy's lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
In an honest way.
In an honest way.
Yeah.
And it rhymed, which made it hard. Like, bro, hell fucking yeah, bro. That is definitely the fucking truth, man. That's definitely fucking truth, man. Like that, and save money. Save that money they will fucking
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, bro. Like I book my flights in advance all the time. I'm like, hell yeah, bro.
I love the line of the song where he says, save every single motherfucking roach trying to smoke.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit. I still smoke my tails. There be some fire-ass weed in them.
Hell yeah. I see people throw them to the side. I'm like, are you crazy?
You know
you crazy? There's some good stuff in there.
You know what I'm saying? I be like, wow, my joints be big and shit, so you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's some little bitty ass. Yeah, shit, hell no. You know, I be like.
People amaze me with how thin they can roll things. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I understand it. I
understand it, but it amazes me.
I feel it.
Like, I'm talking physically. I'm talking the fact that you made that.
Do it. The fact that you're able to do it, like you didn't fuck that up. Like you made that pencil.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, looking at it like a marvel of existence.
Damn,
like, what the hell? Like, this thing is.
Like, it's actually rolled.
This is code? Like, this works?
It's right. This is not finna like, I'm not finna like actually suck this and swallow it, right? Like, no.
Yeah, right.
And then you're like, wow.
Like, dude, there are pinners and then there are pinners.
Like, I thought this was gonna be way too tight, but somehow this instant is smoking.
Oh, yeah, and then you're hitting it. And it's like actually hitting. You're just like looking at it like, Jesus Christ.
Like, how long have you been struggling? Like,
like, where did you learn this skill?
Like, God damn, like, but it's a hard not life for us.
But man, I get it. How did we get on that topic? What were we talking about before that? Right before we talk about rolling. Right before that.
Fuck, I don't know. We just been coasting through this conversation this entire time, bro.
Well, you know what? You're actually out. Let me just say, we'll lose that. It's gone. It's gone in the ether. We'll figure it out later on the playback. But I'll tell you, you, of all my guests, I can say that you have been the best leader of all of them. Because usually it takes a lot of, like, movement on my end. Like, it's a podcast, so usually I have to kind of, guide the conversation in some direction. Dude, you've just been taking it back and forth and all, like, flawlessly. Without effort. It's amazing to watch almost. Like, I'm just marveling.
I appreciate it. That's one of my best qualities that I tell people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a cool dude, I'm a smooth talker. That's all. That's literally what I do. Like, every day, like, I don't try to be the tough guy. I don't like that. Like, I'm a smooth talker. You drop me in an element, I'm gonna thrive, regardless of what it is. Like, you can literally put me in any kind of conversation. It's crazy because my son was just asking me a question earlier and he was like, so I just figured out something, bro. Like, you always would be right. And I'm like, it's not that and I tell him, like, it's
is
not
that what he said?
Yeah, he like, you always be right. Why? Why is that? And I'm like, it's not that I be always right, son. Like, I'm wrong sometimes too. But the thing is, I listen twice as much as I speak. And the reason I do that is because when you're only looking at things one way, that's how you'll only ever perceive it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never know what the other side of this thing looks at if I'm only looking at it like this. So I take time to check it out from multiple angles. So by the time I finally open my mouth about it, I've taken the time to understand it. You know what I'm saying? To comprehend the origins of it, what's it, the possibility of what it can be, and things of that nature. And like, that's just how I do things. So, you know, you put me in a conversation that I had no idea about, I'm going to sit and listen. You know, so I'm going to sit and listen. I'm going to grasp some concepts of something, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to take this piece and make this piece and then pop this piece. And before you know it, we got a puzzle going. And then that's how the fuck I do it. It's a gift and a curse, because it's so funny. Like, I'm really great with people, but I hate people at the same time. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like,
I think that's I relate to the statement. I think what it is that, like, you are familiar with the nuances of people, so you know all the bullshit,
right?
But it also helps to, like, you know, work through, like people are simple, honestly, and I don't give I'll always, when you're alone, you don't give yourself enough credit. You're like, damn, you know, I'm not, maybe I'm awkward and shit. And then you're with people and you're like, oh no, because you can flow in a way that, but it's really just following the lead. I think a lot of it is.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of it is letting the person do what they're going to do and then just bouncing off of that.
Yeah, never trying to force anything too hard.
Yeah.
That's what makes it get awkward, when you don't necessarily read the energy correctly, and then you don't know how to, like, all right, so certain people get like scared of like space, so whatever, like, so like we ain't talked to the last 10 seconds, so then next thing you know, now you're itching, like, we gotta fill it up. So the first thing that pop in your head, which you probably shouldn't just be saying, you shouldn't just be saying the first thing that pop in your head. You might want to take a second and actually, you know, think before you talk, which we've all been taught and shit, you know what I'm saying? So you might, because the first thing you might pop in your head might be something crazy, like, you know, fucking, you know, I don't know, bestiality or some shit. And then you gotta explain, like, what the fuck does I have to do with fucking chromosome structure, my guy? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like out of their perception. They think that they have to say something.
Exactly.
They're just reaching for the
when
nearest.
in reality, you don't have to. You can just keep it smooth and and next thing you know, this person may have had an idea to come up with, or a better idea will come to you more naturally if you just take a second, step back, and just be smooth. That's you know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I just try to, you know, I'm just cool, like the other side of the pillow.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I try to, fundamentally, I have love for people. Yeah. So fundamentally, I think that's the key, is to lead with love. I mean, if there's any piece of advice I could give to anybody ever, it would be to lead with love and to allow that to be the guiding factor within your decisions. You know, I mean, there are points in life where you will have to make hard choices, but what is important is that you're following what you feel is right. So, and leading with love, I think, is a way that you can do that honestly without hurting any, like, you really allow for, and that falls into conversations, that falls into work, that falls into everything. If you want people to be truly collaborative, if you want people to truly express themselves and give you what they have to offer, you have to lead with a sense of understanding, a sense of, I want to hear what you have to say. Yep. You know, I think it's like what you were saying about listening. People get very caught up in what they're thinking, and it becomes, what am I going to say next? How am I going to respond to this? How can this relate to me? Rather than seeking something within what the person is saying.
Like, take it in. Like, instead of you overthinking the situation and trying to figure out how to respond, keep listening. Yeah, before you know it, you may have a comment on something, you know what I'm saying? You may have a small part where you relate to, or something, you know, a memory may kick in from when you were a kid, or a thought process where you was like, you know, that would have been interesting, you know, like, but I don't think anybody else feels that way. And the next thing you know, this could relate, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't, when they engage in conversation, they're so ready to respond that they're not really listening, you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually had that conversation with my girlfriends from time to time, like when we argue, and I'd be like, I'd be like, you didn't hear anything I said because you were just waiting to say what you had to say next. So like,
well, it's very common with like interpersonal relationships.
I swear, and I tell people all the time, like, take a second back, because if you would have listened, you would have comprehended what you're asking me now is what I just answered, but you just missed that.
But it takes a lot of humility,
definitely,
to do such a thing.
I swear, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't gonna act like my shit don't stink. I just recently was able to adapt that ideal within myself, because I was always like good at debating. Like, that was one thing I'm always been good at, and I'd be so ready to just pick apart a person's argument. You know what I mean? And then shred them up and leave them in a corner like
it's a gift and a curse.
It is. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna come off as an asshole on accident, even regardless how I might mean it to be. I'm an asshole, so fine, cool. I'm an asshole, but I'm an asshole that's right. You know what I'm saying? Then I do that type of shit. That makes it worse. So but once I got to the concept where like you should take that energy in. You know what I mean? Like, listen to it, fill it out before you actually reconstruct it or whatever the fuck I end up doing in that moment. But it is almost like, as like recently, I feel like I haven't really been like communicating with people until recently. You know what I mean? And it's crazy that how I feel now, like compared to how I used to feel a couple years ago. Like, it wasn't that. I used to have a thing like I didn't have to prove myself. I didn't have to be right. I just had to prove you wrong. That was my whole goal. When it came to like a conversation or a debate or anything, I don't have to prove my side. I have to prove yours wrong. Because if yours is wrong, anything else is up for speculation, because it's possible, because I proved that wrong. So it doesn't even matter what the fuck I'm talking about. It doesn't even matter what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't really care. So once I find one thing in yours that I could bend a little bit, you know what I mean, that I can run that shit left, and the next thing you know, you can't prove this. So with that, you can't prove this, your whole argument is flawed. But in reality, your argument is about if this was right or wrong. It was more of a perception, and then I missed that because all I'm doing is trying to, this is why this is this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, so that can't be that. This is this.
It's more based on like the character of the person and being and satisfying your urge to be correct rather than the actual material.
Exactly. That's why I was like, when people, they don't listen, they just want to be able to respond. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just chill, relax. People don't think you're a better individual when they honestly feel like you are able to comprehend what the fuck they're saying, or you just give a fuck for you no matter, because you don't even necessarily can comprehend everything. Like, I got this paramedic friend, and a lot of the shit the motherfuckers say, like, sometimes I get lost in the conversation because at certain times they get into they mode, and they just be talking like I'm a doctor and shit, and and then like I get lost, and then I have to like step back, and then I pop back in, I catch back up. But I love that shit though. Yeah, I love it. I prefer to be around individuals that are into things that I'm not well versed in, because I'm, like I said, I'm absorbing, I'm listening, I'm locking that shit in, and the next thing you know, the next time we do conversate, you're like, damn, you're a smart individual, and I'm like, oh, thanks. I do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Shit, what time is it? We literally been talking.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been meaning to ask. I've seen you checking your phone, so I wasn't sure when you had to get out of here.
I got like 3 conversations going on. I let you gotta go pick my son up.
He told me he had a studio session after this.
I did.
Apparently, we got a couple things to do.
Man, I didn't even know how I let this happen this fast. Crazy.
Well, we can wrap up here in a second. You know what's funny is it's going to be a question of after I check afterwards, but dude, it's so consistent. I've been hitting 2 hours and 40 minutes for the last, 6 podcasts. It makes no sense. Because what a specific time frame. Right. But it's, if we cut it off soon, we'll be right there in that pocket.
That's the thing,
I don't know if I ever hit 3 hours. Because this whole time I've been thinking, are we going to do it? Looks like we're not going to do it.
I swear, maybe next time.
But oh man, I had a thought for what we just said. What did you say right before that? Are we gonna forget again?
When I said,
what were we talking about right before you mentioned the time?
I was talking about comprehension, basically how.
Oh, we were talking about listening and that type of thing. I think that that a lot of it is that. A lot of it is simply, it's like a childlike wonder. It's like if you just have that in you, if you have that natural, it's the reason why Joe Rogan has a podcast. He doesn't have a podcast because he wants to have a podcast. That he would have been talking to people already. That's why people tune into him, because he has a natural interest for what people actually have to say and the ideas that are there. It's not about the person, it's about the things that they're saying, and it's about. And the other thing I was going to say is the truth is always in the middle. So, and that's something that you really learn throughout life, is that, like, and I feel the same way as you, man. I feel like it's something that I'm always going through, where I'll feel like I'm in the moment, I'll feel like I'm connected to things. And then just over time, I start to realize how much of it is my personality over the top of it. And I'm not really just allowing that thing to play itself out and just be in it. I'm putting this filter over it in my brain. And it's something super hard to break out of. But I think that, it comes through a lot of things. I think a lot of it is an interpersonal thing. It's the way that you treat yourself and the way that you look at yourself in your own mind, if you value yourself and you value others, then it shouldn't be as difficult as it can be. You should be able to really look into other people and seek out something that's deeper than just A or B. There's so much gray area in this world that I don't even think it's worth making definitive statements half the time about what is and what's not. I think the fun part is exploring the ideas.
Yeah, some things are meant to be that.
I think most things are.
Yeah, people gotta be okay with that.
Yeah.
Versus like having to no. There has to be a response. Like why? Why isn't the journey a good enough response?
I think artistic people like you and I are more inclined to think this way. Our whole thing is about exploring ideas and getting in there and really opening that up. Whereas, if you weren't thinking artistically, you might not really be into that kind of thing. It just is what it is.
Yeah. That's one thing about, like, speaking of art, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like with, like splatter art and shit like that. Like, even as a kid, I got it. I just hate that I got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you mean like
abstract art
Andy
and
Warhol
like that,
type
you know
stuff.
What I'm saying? Like anything of that nature where, like, I get it. But I'm like, this is a fucking hanger sticking out of clay. Okay, this is a hanger sticking out of some fucking clay, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I've had those moments where I'm looking at this glass figurine and I get like a whole vibe from it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, even as a kid, I got it. I just hate that I got it. Like that makes sense. I just hate that it fucking makes sense.
I even think that reaction, like it's a hanger sticking out of some clay, is a reaction. Like that is part of the art. You know what I'm saying?
That exactly, and that's the thing. Like
it adds value, even if it's
right. And he'd be like, "This got sold for $10,000."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm gonna splatter some paint on the canvas.
Right,
get out of here,
man. Shit.
But you didn't do it first.
Right.
And you didn't do it just the way he did it.
They did it right. And that'd be the thing, because they'd be like, nah, it's not the same. Like, bitch.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Like,
there are some of those out there that are even simpler than splatters. Like, it'll just be a dot. It'll literally be a dot.
It'll be right. And then, some motherfucker, I gotta have this. How much do you want for it?
Yeah.
I'd be like, God damn, where do I find these people, bro? Like,
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I'm like, my kids make shit like this all the time. Like, come on, bro. Like,
bro, sell it.
I say crazy shit to my kids all the time. I'm like, man, one of y'all gonna be my Michael Jackson, goddamn it. I'm gonna fucking figure it out. I be saying crazy shit to them all the time, bro. It'd be hilarious, bro. They're like, what does that mean? I'm like, nothing. You'll get it when you're older, goddamn.
When are you gonna be my Michael Jackson?
Y'all have to, goddamn it, shit, man. Hey, bro, because I know, no cap, bro. Especially like my daughter Nana is dramatic as hell.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy. Like, she one of the people that can make herself cry on command. The whole shebang, and I
feel for you, man.
And I'm like, bro, you're going in acting classes. I don't care what else you can pursue other stuff in life, but you're definitely gonna go into acting classes, and we're gonna try that route out. You know what I'm saying? Like, have other career if you want to, but you're definitely gonna get like a good 2 movies out of you. Goddamn it!
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Just fuck out of here, bro. It's crazy, man. So definitely, man. art is an amazing thing.
I think, the last podcast I did, me and Von Lambo were talking. He made a great point
Shout out to Lambo, by the way.
Shout out to Lambo.
Shout out to Lambo. That's my guy. We did some music for so long ago. Still ain't got together. We actually met to my boy Jackman Rap. Shout out.
Hey, shout out Jackman.
Yeah,
another guest on the podcast.
Yeah, that's my guy. But,
hey, we'll call that Von Lambo feature a work in progress. That's what we'll call it.
Speaking of, me and Jackman got, it's crazy how me and Jackman linked up. Because me and Jackman linked up, did some music or whatever, and then brought me to his a party he was doing. And then I met Lambo there, and then he's like, y'all got music together? I'm like, yeah. And then let's watch the video. He was like, oh, I've seen this before. I didn't realize that was you. I'm like, yeah. And he like, bro, we gotta, it was funny because I don't even think I got nothing on me. But he like, we got a link with your social, so you know what I'm saying? Now, I saw how it looked from the outside, but I wasn't meaning like that. But I normally do this all the time, because I normally keep them on me and shit. But I pull my wallet out and I pull out my business card and I hand my business card. And that's everybody did. Like, oh shit, this motherfucker got a business card, bro. Like, and I was like, dang, that's my last one too. Shit, I normally don't.
Because you can hand one to everybody at the party.
And he like, well, let me follow it. And he was like, well, here, you follow and I'm gonna keep the card. Because this man just pulled a business card out. You believe this shit? And he was like, I mean, you know, I ain't got a business card, but you know, I got a manager and stuff. She be pushing my shit in Atlanta a lot. And I'm like, all right, cool. We definitely got to link up and shit though. Yeah, we definitely got to link up.
How long ago was that? Just recent?
This was this summer, this past summer. When I just went past one night. Cause I remember because Jackman was jumping off the house into the pool and shit.
But, Jackman.
Yeah, I know, man. Boy, wild.
He's
wild.
I have not seen him in that state. But I can imagine he can pull off some crazy white boy vibes.
Man, no cap. Bro, I don't even know why that came about. Because at first we was like talking about doing a little water balloon fight and shit. Which we did. It was fun. But I forgot who was boy that was with him or whatever. But somehow, some way, we get to saying like, yeah, do a flip off the roof. And that's what ended up happening. No, at first he was just like, let jump off the roof. So he like climbed on the roof, ran, jumped in there or whatever. First thing nobody think he was gonna make it. And then it was like, do a flip. Fuck it, we know you can make it, do a flip. And then he's like, do a flip? All right. And then his bro was doing this shit with him. And I'm like, yep. I recorded this shit, put it on my story. It was hilarious.
Bruh, Jackman raps. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
I'll say, because being friends with him on Facebook, he's throughout the years, he's so funny because he'll post things and it's just like he's like one of those guys that's naturally funny in a way that like I don't even know if he knows that he's funny.
Right. That's how it be when you just like, oh, you thought that was hilarious, huh? I was just telling you about my Tuesday. You know what I'm
Some people are just like that, man.
That's what just happened. That wasn't no. You just laughed at
Those are my favorite comedians. That they almost feels like they're just talking.
Yeah.
Like they're not even trying.
Right, they are right. I'm just telling you about, how, me and my wife hate each other. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody's cracking the fuck up and you was like, and that's my life. Thanks for laughing at it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I like.
You just have to imagine they went through life. Just getting laughed at, telling regular stories, and they're like, you know what? I guess I'm just gonna do this.
No, bro, for real. A lot of people some people was telling me that, and I was like, I feel that energy sometimes. The only problem is, I don't know if this shit is funny for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this shit is funny. Like, you may think it's funny, but that's because you know me, you know who I'm referring to, you got a mental image and stuff like that, but it's nothing to have an audience of complete strangers. And then you have to paint this picture vividly enough to them to get the humor in it. You know what I mean? Like, that's a talent in its own. I give all credit to all comics and shit. Like, if you can do that shit. Like, I forgot my man's name, but
it's a whole different kind of crowd control.
What's his? If anybody see this and shit, when y'all see this and shit, I can't think of his name, but he's a Flint guy. He does Hood Morning and shit. I cannot think of his name, but he is fucking hilarious and shit. He literally goes live every morning. He be having hella fucking viewers and shit. Dude, funny as hell. He was a guest on fucking the Laid Back podcast. Shout out, by the way. Shout out to
the Laid Back ass podcast.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers called my boy Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Figure. Don't forget my boy Dream and whatnot. But yeah, man.
I think We forgot one regular. I don't want to miss him.
I know Cameron be on.
Cameron Tyler,
that's my dog too. That's my dog too. Shout out to Cameron Tyler, bro. That man hard as hell.
Dude, he's got a voice.
He do. When we first linked up, he asked me to be on this tape and shit. I was honored. He sent me this song or whatever. And I was like, yeah, bro, you fire as hell. I got you, bro. I blessed him with a nice little 16. It was nice, bro. I love working with Cameron. I actually got some shit that I'm trying to put together to work with him now, whatever. I'm trying to, I'm constructing the beat as like currently or whatever. Once I get it all together, I'm gonna bring it to him and shit. But yeah, shout out to the dogs, shout out to the boys. You know what I'm saying? Them my guys. You know what I'm saying? I got music with Jeff. I'm working on right now. Me and Dream got a couple tracks together and shit. So you know, shout out to the whole Flint music. Like everybody that's doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like. Don't let nobody tell you shit else. Keep pushing.
Might as well shout out Beecher as well.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out all the Beecher, you know what I'm saying? Kid, you know what I'm saying? Quavers, them my dogs. Them man, I'm so fucking proud of them, like, for real.
Dude, it's wild.
I like,
it's
like
wild
to see where they came from, bro. Like they been there, you know what I'm saying? I really was there watching Kid and Quavers, you know what I'm saying, grind on their motherfucking knuckles and to get where they at. They deserve everything they motherfucking getting, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Y&J, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being in fucking 69 when you was performing fucking Another Day and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that was your biggest thing at the time, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, you made that right move with Louis. Shout out to Louis Ray. I've been a fan of Louis Ray's for years and shit, you know what I'm saying? I know Louis Ray for us. It was when we was some little kids and shit in school type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud of everybody that's pushing their fucking dreams, bro. Like, don't fucking stop, because the day you stop might be the day you motherfucking make it. True story.
I think we're getting into closing statement territory.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
That was
It's magical how it happens.
You know.
It's all in that flow, baby.
It definitely is.
So I should say before you go.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask earlier, so it's a great time to plug it. You were mentioning the YouTube channel and all that stuff you guys are doing. If somebody wanted to look you up after all this, where are they going to find you? Where's your socials? You got any stuff coming up? New projects? What can we look forward to? Definitely.
I had some shit holding me back or whatever, but I done got out the way of that. Now I'm just scheduling, really. But I'm on Dare to Be Great, majorly, or Kane Da Gr8. So it'll be KANEDAGR8. My IG is Kane _Da Gr8, KANE_DAGR8. Anything on, basically that's just how you would spell it, anything like that, you know what I'm saying? YouTube, IG, my Facebook fan page, the whole shebang. Hit me up. I rap, I sing, I ghostwrite, I do a lot, you dig? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with your boy. But you fucks with me, I fucks with you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Producers send me beats, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no cheap nigga, I pay prices, so it is what it is. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You do videos, hit me up, I'm down to work with you, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know where to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about prospering and shit, so, you know, that's just pretty much me, you dig?
And all that YouTube stuff you were telling me about, all those shows that's going to be on that channel, or is that a different place?
Those were, I'm trying to remember, did we post those on all those on YouTube? I know a couple of ours I went to YouTube, but majority of them you can find them on either my fan page, Kane Da Gr8, or either my Instagram or something. One of the two.
Okay.
It's vague on what's on my YouTube right now, because right now it's mainly been my music videos or whatever. But speaking of, I got new music videos. I got new music dropping. I got new videos dropping. I low-key got a whole fucking tape I'm already done recording. I just gotta put the other pieces behind everything, so when I drop it, you know what I'm saying, it's a hot topic, you dig?
And that latest video, GS Da Dream.
Yeah. My latest joint or whatnot is featuring my boy GS Da Dream and whatnot. We shot it downtown at the Loft. You feel me? It's called All Eyes on Me. Go check that out. It's on YouTube, you know, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you fucking with. I got it, you dig?
Do you understand? This man is busy. He's a busy guy right here.
Facts. I got shit I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah. I've been keeping this man. He's so busy.
It's been blessed, man. It's been ain't nothing but a blessing. This is such a dope vibe, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
I really
man,
do.
I appreciate you having me, bro. I appreciate your whole setup, man. I want you to keep pushing, doing your thing, man, because these be the pieces that help motherfuckers go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these channels, these networks, you know what I'm saying? When you doing podcasts or you hosting events, anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your bag, keep getting to it because somebody gotta fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? So, true story. Keep doing your thing, my guy. And then we definitely gotta link and do some music and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because why the fuck not?
You're saying it all for me, man. You're saying it all for me. I can't even say it better.
Big facts.
So I'll just say what he said. What that guy just said. Thank you guys so much for being here. I might as well just close it out right there. I'm not even gonna try to do a statement because this man is blowing me out the park. Thank you so much for being here, my chickens, my roosters. You are the top of the coop. If you stuck through this whole thing, we love you. Ruse Radio, clocking out.